We on.
We live.
All right, someone want to go check the other phone, make sure we up. Hey, shalom. With the real Hebrew Israelites come to you week in and week out, prophesying the return of the Most High and His heavenly Son. All praises and honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash.
Double honors to the Apostles of New York and Great Millstone. Honors to all Akim around the planet, lifting up the name of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, in truth and sincerity. Honors to all the men who are just sincere, man. Because right now, and this is the vibration. We were on the. I did sit down on my way to Myrrh, and that was if it already were Kindle from Matthew 17. No, let's like Luke. If somebody can get that real quick. What will I do? It's already Kindle, and then when we finished that sit down, we started another one because I was just ending that one for the trip over here, and I forgot what we were going to call that. I got to go look it up and figure it out, but. The same vibration is what we call this one. The world is on fire. The things that we've been telling you, the greatest I told you so, the jokes on you, your egg is in your face. We've been telling you the Most High is about to tear this place up. There's going to be riots. Just a couple of weeks ago, when they had the militia going on the state capitals talking about the lockdown, we said, man, that ain't shit. They had a little, peaceful protest about the lockdown. I said, no, that ain't shit. We said something's going to happen that's going to make Jake rise up. And it's going to be all across the country, and it's going to go crazy. Now they shoot. Well, I'm sorry, Neil on Joy Floyd, the porn star neck, and the rapper and the porn rapper star neck, which is fine, because you ain't teaching the little side. You doing you. I'm going to deal with you in that way. And now you got Jake all over the country, turned up. I just got an article. I got waiting on the article, the copy of the article to come to me, where they're over there and protesting in the UK now. All right,
they got the Amish, man. And whenever the Amish come, man, this place getting destroyed, man. When the Amish come out, they fucking crevices. I don't know what the hell they show.
That's right.
Brother Hezekiah, Jegediah, Eladiah, scream.
Wait a minute, you said Brother Hepatitis?
Right. But that show you, man. These are the seditions amongst men, man. These are the things that the Lord is brewing up, man. That's why the Lord said in Amos the 7th chapter, surely He's doing nothing except He revealed His secret to His servants, the prophets. So whoever got the Luke, bring it out. Man.
This is Luke 12 and 49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled?
That's right. So He said He's going to send fire on the earth, and He said, what will I? Now, if you go into Minnesota on the day, you had the cop provocateur busting out the windows of AutoZone, and later on that night, AutoZone was what? In flames.
Yep.
I saw a meme of somebody who took a flame of one of the buildings in Minnesota and mirrored it. You can see demons jumping right out of there.
Yeah,
that shit was cold as hell.
Yeah,
I said, but you going over to New York or different other places, Texas, they're right.
Station.
They're right. They got the police station on fire. They're setting CNN in Atlanta on fire. The fires are starting to be kindled, and that's on this issue alone. Meanwhile, in Chile, they're tripping over the whole COVID lockdown, and they don't got no motherfucking money and food, and then they're raising up the rates and hikes, and they're up there setting the police cars on fire. You go in Brazil, they're tripping. You go over in Haiti, they still tripping. Haiti been tripping for 10 years, and nobody's saying shit. Okay? All right, and then they're hurting. And then you talk about the islands in Trinidad. The brother over there said everybody worldwide is on. The world is on fire, letting you know this is the Most High. How about you outside coming back?
All the Arab nations clicking up.
That's right.
Shit, I wouldn't be surprised because you know how Esau, when a white person does something to a black person, they always cover the news media plastered with Jake's face on. I wouldn't be surprised if they set up an incident where it'll be a so-called black person fucking up a white person. So then they could start making us look like the bad guys again, like they always do.
Hey man, them niggas in Atlanta wouldn't fuck CNN up.
That's right.
Just off that, they fuck CNN up. The whole headquarters.
And show you that this is controlled opposition. This is actually Esau Edom agenda. From the time before they indicted Shalvin, which name actually means aggressor, and his name actually, if you go look up the etymology of Shalvin, is perfectly for this instigator, aggressor, blah blah blah. It's perfect. This is all set up by the Heavenly Father and Esau. All right, but if you go and look, the popo standing out, they're allowing Jake to get riled up. They could have pressed charges immediately. But you know what? They waited 4 or 5 days. Why? To get Jake riled up. They ain't even doing nothing. They're not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? But and then there was a couple of days ago, they came out and said, well, yeah, we don't know if we can press charges because his evidence to support that we might not win the case. So that was that playing the flames. Okay, now we're going to say it's cool. Now niggas are riding all over the country. Esau knows what he's doing, and the Most High knows what he's doing, and he's stirring the pot. The world is on fire.
Hey, you talking about that dude Calvinist, the dude who did it?
Chauvin, yeah.
Yeah.
Chauvin, yeah.
But this goes and says
no, that's it. Chauvin,
yeah.
It's right there just means of it. You know, like racist or bicyclist. Chauvinist. It's Chauvin, and then ist. No, that's it. Come on, bro.
And it says a person who is aggressively and blindly patriotic, especially one devoted to military glory. Man, it's him. He was a so-called cop.
And he was about to make, as he was killing Floyd. The other protesters were trying to get him to stop. He pulled out his mace to aggressively hey, come over here, I'll fuck you out. You know?
Hey, you got niggas randomly going around shooting cop shit. I heard a cop got shot. You know, I don't know if it's true. I heard a cop got shot on 127. Like 7 times last night.
The one dude walked up to the cop and was filming. The cop smacked his phone out the hand, and he was one hit a
Oh yeah.
But you watched the so-called civilian come and help carry him home?
I saw.
I think he was a cop. He said something to the other cop. They let him.
Yeah, and I think he said, "I'm a cop," and they picked him up. Yeah.
Well, and that was another video where the cop had was trying to subdue one of the protesters, and all the other protesters started fucking up the cop.
Yeah.
So this one guy who appeared to be a protester came, and the first response from the cop was like, "Get off of me, white man!" And whatever he said to him, which I couldn't hear, but it probably is what you said.
Oh no, I'm talking about the knockdown video.
It's the same
He
video.
had to pick the cop up.
It's the same video.
Because if you watch,
You're right. I know what you're talking about.
I saw the one you talking about
two
too.
different ones. Okay.
I saw that one too.
But bottom line is, you got agent provocateurs out there and cops out there storing. Matter of fact, they dropped off a pallet of bricks in multiple locations, and this
Ain't no construction.
no construction, no shit. And he said, "What's these?" And then you hear people saying on loudspeaker, "Go to the left, go to the left." There's some bricks at the left. And now you got the protesters. Everybody got a phone popping them off.
Hey, they said all the arrests they made in Milwaukee, all the people they arrested
From
out of town.
Yeah.
So but that's also going to feed into the market of beast because everybody wearing masks, you can't identify everybody. Everybody coming from out of town, that's going to stop checkpoints. You can't even come over to my city unless you got your papers, unless you got your vaccines, unless you're cool. This is all going to put into the crackdown that's going to actually put in this helmet versus helmet on every corner, man. All right, for purposes.
I got Russo. This second Ezra is 9-1. He answered me then and said, measure down the time diligently in itself, and when thou see part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then should thou understand that it is the very sign wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. That's what's happening, man. This world is being visited by the Heavenly Father. He's tearing this place apart, man. He wants you people to round up, man. It's time for you to round up. Because guess what, man? You are trying to open something up. You saying 10 people at a bar. What you think gonna kick on? Riots right there. Because everybody they gonna want to kick it. They don't want to turn up. The bar gonna be boring as hell with 10 people in there, man. It's not going.
But actually, that's set up for
start the riot.
That too and kill businesses, man. Because they know a lot of these businesses like bars, they drive off people. So if you only subject only to 10 people, how can we keep our doors open without just 10 people?
Yeah.
So they want more people so they can spend money. So if you just have a drink, a here and two, hey, guess what? That people hold their drink for hours, man. That's not penetrating no money, man. Broke niggas, you know. But still, at the same time, it's just gonna kill the society more and more, man.
God. Verse 3. Therefore, when there should be seen earthquake and uproar of the people in the world, and that's what's happening. You see these people grinding everywhere. Hey man, the Lord is tearing this place down because guess what, man? It's time for it to be translated to the Yahweh Shai.
It says that, man. The second up is
It's about 10 and 8.
yeah.
I like the way you said that. Everything is being translated to Yahweh Shai, because that just reminded me of Revelations, when Yahweh Shai said, Revelation 19:12, his eyes was a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but himself. Yahweh Shai is getting all the crowns. He's going to have the British crown, the American crown, the Arabian crown, all the crowns of any king that's ever been. It's going to be on the head of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, it's all about Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. The world will not be here. Life will not be here. The birds, the bees, the trees. Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, gave the blueprint to Yahweh Shai, and He did it. All right, and this, if it's not all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, you're going to be destroyed, and that's it. Because all what have you done since you've been here? Take, and then not only take, oppress. So you have to be destroyed. Till you fucking get it.
Right. I got that Sirach. This Sirach 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people into another. And that's why it's going to be translated to Yahweh Shai, bro. Because, hey, man, all this wickedness is not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be able to change your sex, man. Children shouldn't be able to speak against parents. You know, it's all out of order, man. You know, people shouldn't be going around just doing all these drugs, man. You know, y'all got our people that's bugged out. And that's what it's time for you to shut out.
I mean, I did a video yesterday on how the name of Yahweh Shai is worldwide now. And the young woman said Yahweh Shai. I don't know if y'all saw that video.
That was a dude.
It was one.
That was a homosexual.
It might be. I don't know. But to me, it looked like
a talking about when it was a woman talking outside, then another dude came up talking about, I've been drinking.
Yeah,
he had the cigarette in his hand.
That
was a boy.
Well, it looked like
I
don't know. That's
Well, that's the time we live in.
I wouldn't be surprised. But the bottom line is, there was like, we've been here 400 years of slavery. Yahweh Shai about to come. Yahweh Shai, you know who Yahweh Shai? The bitch didn't have a clue. She said, I heard about him, but you go ahead on and break him down. He said, who knows? But the bottom line is, the name of Yahweh Shai is starting to be promoted and coming through. And our people, this is the reason why we're in this situation is because we don't know Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. When we were in the kingdom, we revolted against Yahweh Shai. In the time of the judges, the Lord said, every time a righteous judge will get us out of the hands of our enemies, and we finally have a chance to say, and be at peace and at rest. As soon as that judge was dead, we immediately went back into wickedness, man. Homosexuality, bestiality, all right? Worshiping of false ass gods, exacting usury on our people, being disobedient to our parents, all right? Not keeping the Sabbath, all right? Not praising and worshiping Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, but looking at all these different nations and the different idols and the different things of the planet and following, like Romans, the first chapter says, following the creature more than the creator. That's the reason why the Most High is done. The judgment, the first and foremost wickedest thing that Most High is attacking right now is wicked ass Israelites. And after wicked ass Israelites, he's fucking up Esau Edom, man. And after Esau Edom, all these heathen nations, Psalms 96 and 5, the gods of this world, all the gods of the heathens are idols, man. Are idols, all of them. They worship Buddha, Allah, Hindi, and all these other shit. I can't even think of Zeus, Jupiter, Mars, Shiva, and all this shit. Then the Chicago Bears, the Chicago Bulls, goddamn it, Pookie on the goddamn block. Jay-Z. Oh, Beyonce, motherfucking Michael Jackson saying the song. Oh my God. Looking ass, man. We worship everything but the Most High.
It's Jeremiah 2:11. It said, "Have a nation changed their God?
Come on, man.
Which have yet not."
How long has the Chinese been serving Buddha? Which is probably just a revamping of Malak. You know what I'm saying? Or Molech, or whatever this name was. All right? How many times go to an Arab and say, back in, Wap the Bam, the Arabs used to serve, Wewak, they're like, no, I lost. So they'll be ready to fight you, man. Nations just don't just change their false ass gods.
They say, but my people have changed their glory for that which have not profited.
And we go so low, we'll change it for anything. We worship the most dumbest Easter. A bunny don't even lay eggs.
Yeah, but when you tell them it's about the fertility goddesses and all that idolatry, they can't believe in that.
No. It's for the, like Nene said, it's for the kids. It's for the kids.
Hey, the scripture tell you in Sirach, get them not power over you. Go ahead, Miss House. It's Amos 5 and 21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assembly. And yeah, the Lord hate these wicked holidays, man, that y'all going to. Whole lot. Memorial Day. Look at how many people are just turning up for something that ain't got nothing to do with y'all, man. In that country, for old glory. For old glory, we're stumping you niggas down in the streets, shooting you down like fucking monkeys. Old glory, man. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. If this shit even smooth down just a little bit, you niggas gonna be celebrating the 4th of July, man.
You say bitch ass same motherfuckers were burning the flag yesterday. In several places, motherfuckers burning flag. They gonna be the main one with the motherfucking American flag bandana, t-shirt, Air Force Ones, and then the worst ones, they got the whole thing, stars and stripes, socks, shorts, shirt, hat, the bandana. You like, nigga, you a walking flag, nigga. I seen nigga, y'all seen it. Yeah, y'all seen a nigga in a flag uniform. Like, y'all wearing the motherfucking flag, man.
They gonna do it, man. And they gonna do it. They ain't gonna let you stop them either, man. And they gonna throw it in baby back ribs, man. And they gonna forget all about it, man.
Oh, man. And popping fireworks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
For the kids.
Still that. Oh, sir.
I was thinking about it. I didn't want to do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but that's the reason.
That's the spirit the niggas in. Go ahead.
That's the reason why this chaos coming, man. That's why the Lord is turning this thing up, man. Because of all the wickedness that our people indulge in, man. And when the Lord told you not to, man, the Lord told him to choose him. Come back to the old path. Seek out your forefathers, man. But they don't do those things.
That's right. No, that's perfect. Because I had me and a brother, I forgot who it was, just the other day, we're talking to Jake. And, it was me and Saparia Rum. Because we were trying to go get work on my flex, and my car sounds like a race car right now. And we had AutoZone. And the dude came, he signed and crying about all the bullshit. So we tell him why it's going down. As soon as we go tell him what's going down, he reverted back to the bullshit because he couldn't hear it. And he was like, and we're trying to tell him like, yeah, but this is because this is going back to the scriptures. This is why the Most High is doing this, because the Bible say this, the Bible say that. You know what he said? He said, but that was we got to worry about the future. We got to worry about the future. I said, you believe in the Bible? He said, yes. I said, well, let me show you in the Bible. We're trying to show him in the Bible, Job 8:8. Prepare yourself for the search of your fathers, for we are but of yesterday. Blah, blah, blah. He worried about the future. If you don't know the past, you can't change the future.
That's right.
It's stupid.
Yeah, I'm going to give you the future right here. This second Esdras 15 and verse 14. Woe unto the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Right, and that's anything. That's guns, military weapons, swords, a motherfucking bar soap in the sock, nigga. Right, skateboard, a bar soap in the sock, a fucking bottle. It's about to get real fucking rugged, man. And then you women, especially you women, y'all gonna live up to your saying. You say you can do all bad all by yourself. You goddamn right. Go ahead.
It say, for there shall be sedition.
I'm gonna be the first nigga to bounce on your ass. Go ahead.
It say, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their king nor prince, and there's of course their action shall stand in their power.
And that's happening right now. In CNN, office of CNN, here go the popos in the line, and they just throwing rocks, they throwing bricks, they throwing incendiary devices. And the popos sitting up there, and anybody dumbass close enough to come to the window, they grab and snap in and detain. Right. May the Most High destroy both of y'all, motherfuckers.
Right, all of them, man. He just the Most High just getting you niggas out the way, man. For real, man.
It say, verse 17, a man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able.
Right.
And that's what we're approaching, man. That's that martial law. Because, hey, The military is already active in Minnesota.
Hey, the brothers just said it. They said everybody that was locked up here was from out of state. So what you think that means? Roadblocks. They already got the boogeyman out. COVID-19. That nigga Kenneth Copeland.
COVID-19.
COVID-19.
I blow on you.
The sticky ass, bro. I smelled some shit through that fucking screen. I heard this shit. That stinks so fucking bad, man. That stinking ass, bro. But hey, why ain't none of these protesters got COVID-19?
But they're using that too, though, because now they're saying that the protesters, first of all, shouldn't be getting violent, but you still need to be practicing COVID, social distancing. They're telling us protesters they still need to practice social
So to put
distancing
their mask on.
and put your mask.
Yeah.
It say verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
And this is now the cities are troubled in Vegas, Texas, New York, of course, Minneapolis, LA, Ohio,
Atlanta,
all right,
Louisiana,
all right,
Louisville.
This and now overseas, I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see the article. I'm still waiting on it.
I think China's doing some shit too.
Hong Kong, they already been protesting in Hong Kong. You know what I'm saying? And this is on top of Chile, on top of all the rest of the places, man. This is beautiful.
Some shit was going down last night in Chicago, downtown. They was destroying buildings, champs, old ladies, breaking into stealing shit.
But see, no,
Chicago is different.
not exactly. But let me tell you something. People say, how many times they say, this has nothing to do with the murder. Why are you looting? Why are you doing? First of all, when you oppress a group of people for 400 years, and the only way they can attack you to make you feel it is in your pocketbook.
That's right.
So they're doing it to their own neighborhoods. Well, because if they went over to Esau's neighborhood, the National Guard will be there forthwith. They're not going over to the Crackers neighborhood. And guess what? They ain't all got a way to get there.
Hey, and it don't matter. Hey, because we don't own shit in our neighborhood. So we still stealing shit from y'all. We don't own shit in our neighborhood.
That's the next point. Half the niggas can't even get over there. Tell the nigga right over the hood, let's go over to Bolingbrook. Nigga, you gonna give me a ride? They ain't gonna take the bus and the train and the Uber there. So they gonna go to where they at. And like you said, majority of these places in the hood, I'm 46 years old. When I was young, you had some, it was like almost a 50-50, maybe 60-40, where you still had a lot of mom and pop stores in the hood. Then you would have right across the street, the Greek store, the Arab store, but it wasn't like today. It was a big mix. Over the times of the late 70s, where I was born in the mid 70s, to late 70s, to the 80s, the early 80s to the late 80s, into my high school years, around the late 80s to the 90s, now it started tilting more toward this direction. Now these days, you'll find in a black neighborhood, so-called black neighborhood in Chicago, you'll find out of 100%, 95% heathen stores, and maybe 5% to no percent of Jake stores there. That's how bad it is now.
3%.
Yeah, it's really great. And you'll go see the one, the salon shop, the barber shop, a t-shirt printing shop, whatever here and there. But then you're gonna see nail shop, Chinese food stop, the Arab bodega shop, the liquor store, the gas station, the Subway, the Bush 7-Eleven, the Dunkin' fucking Donuts, the fucking hotel, the motherfucking shit. We ain't got shit.
Right.
So now you press Jake more and more. They's like, well then, fuck all this shit. That's why they throw the trash in their own neighborhood, because it's like they don't respect it, and I don't either. Right. Fuck this goddamn desert, man. Now we doing it within righteousness. They doing it within wickedness. So, matter of fact, we say,
all things are done.
All things are done would say, but even when the wicked preach the Lord versus we preach the Lord, no matter what, the word of the Lord is being preached. That's right. When the 2/3 be 2/3 and kindle this shit, they're doing it on the left-hand side. We're doing it on the right-hand side. Isaiah 55:11, so shall be the word that coming out of my mouth. It won't return to me void, but it's going to accomplish whereto I sent it and prosper.
Hey, I said that yesterday because the thing about that is, you see how on the right-hand side, hey, we gathered the 12 tribes. Situated the Israelites be going out there prophesying, the Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Now on the left-hand side, the Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, they actually still getting together to do their 2/3 folly, man. Because everybody is finding out that they have a common enemy, man. You know, amongst Israel, Israel is finding out he has a common enemy, man, and it's Esau, man. You know, the face has been revealed who the goddamn devil is, man.
Yeah, man. Y'all can't keep, saying that y'all look, man. Y'all want to keep doing this? This is Isaiah 30 and 1. You want to keep doing it? The Lord gonna be fucked up, man. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. And that's what you niggas doing, man. And guess what you niggas about to get dealt with, man? The Lord wants you to round up to dig your own grave, man. It's like verse 2, that walk to go down unto Egypt and have not asked an honor to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
Right, because you same niggas, Salaki. You just gonna be the same niggas crying about your stimulus check in 2 weeks.
Yeah, fine. And to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore should the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. And the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion. And that's why you niggas confused, man. That's why you starting to see it's too late now, nigga. It's too late. Now you know he the devil. Now you understand, man. How many niggas it took for y'all to get to this point? Hey,
that's why I just said that, because the TV is unplugged now. Now the bread and circus is away, man. You can't go to the club like that every goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to the goddamn NBA. Oh, what's the fuck that shit called? The United thing.
They've been playing reruns of baseball games, football games, all kind of shit. This is what they got, for your normal sports, they're playing reruns. Who in their right mind dumbass will be sitting there on TV watching the game that went down 2 years ago last year? This the fuck is over.
Right, hey, for the wrestling, they got the wrestling and shit with no audience.
Right.
This shit like they do a raw ass move without the audience cheering. It looks lame as hell.
It's like you just practicing.
This shit is dead. This shit all.
That's why they came out with that Last Stand series. So now niggas revisiting their old glory days too. And fuck all that shit.
Yeah, I remember when that shit happened.
Yeah, man. Yo, man, that was cold, man. Mike was bad. What the fuck about all that shit? And now these all superstars, they don't give a fuck about you, man. What the fuck? Where the fuck is Michael at right now? And speaking up against George Floyd killer, and where's he at? Where's LeBron right now?
He just put out the new Jordans. He don't get no fuck.
Exactly.
That he bought out 20 years ago, 5 fucking times, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then these closet entertainers, Will Smith. What is the quote he had said?
Oh yeah. He said racism, it's not getting worse, it's just getting recorded.
So, but where he at on the front line?
He in his garage.
That nigga at the freak nigga, man.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he laying up with some nigga. And I said a
couple niggas.
Exactly.
Couple niggas had a couple bitches.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that nigga freaky. He a piece of problem.
Go grab a chair on that side. The brother's sitting right there. There's a space over here, brother. It's a space over here.
Alright. Suit up.
Hey, yeah, get suited and booted, package strap. What did in fact Lou said? Get back strapped, suited and booted.
Oh yeah, you want monkey ass niggas. That's for both. Look, if a nigga want to go out there, hey, let that nigga handle his business.
No, but he ain't been on the front lines. He's telling everybody.
Comments on this shit.
Who the fuck is he, Morpheus?
You come for your crib, tell him he did a video, no preaching protest. We had to come for his crib, tell him how to do the shit, man.
Exactly. And you follow my orders, right? You better follow my orders. Be strapped, packed, suited, and booted, and his ass ain't over there. Be there, meet me in Minneapolis, and I got the bam, beat me there. That's right, he said, beat me there. Nigga, everybody in their mama beat your ass there. You still ain't there.
Right. This guy got a motherfucking large fry in the BLT. Big ass, a tall Sprite. Beat me there. Hey, the most I go give you monkey ass nigga.
Hey, this is second. Salaki, this real quick. Second Ezra 6:18. And it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth. So this is when the Most High said, this is the days where I'm coming to visit. Anytime the Lord said this is the visitation of the Lord, it ain't never been nice.
Right.
It's never been peaceful.
Exactly.
Right? It's been destruction. The first time he visited it, he destroyed the earth with the flood. Yahweh said the next time he comes, it's going to be with the fire.
That's right.
keep on playing with the Most High. How about Shimmy Shai, man? Go ahead, baby. It's like
I kind of pass. This Exodus 23 2. Thou shalt not follow multitudes do evil.
That's right.
Neither shalt thou speak in the cause be kind of the many to rest judgment. So, hey, look, you're not supposed to. These people professing evil. You're not supposed to follow after that, man. How should I say the plain? If you ride the serpents, how much it does. Now, like the other right said, though, they still doing what the Lord, because the will said he wished that fire be kindled. Anybody claiming to be conscious or woke, and really to be in the spirit, you know you ain't supposed to be doing that shit, man. You out there because you know the IUIC was out there marching.
Yeah,
and Sakari did a video live on the scene of the crime. Hey, look, y'all ain't following wisdom, man.
That's right. I just want to make a point real quick.
Yeah,
IUIC, they got them marching. What the hell is this going to do? They marching in place. What the fuck is that going to do?
They ain't actually nothing. What they got to do with your people, man? They ain't doing no sit downs. I know that. They ain't prophesying. Right.
Ain't gonna be Jacob Shuffle to them.
But they're gonna get swept up with that shit. This is like 11 and 9. Strive not the matter that concerns you not, and sit not in judgment with sinners.
Right.
My son, meddle not with many matters, for if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. And if thou follow after, thou shalt not attain, neither shalt thou escape by fleeing. So you gonna footage out there protesting with the protesters.
That's right.
You're guilty now.
Yeah.
All right, you ain't gonna be able to escape, and that's all Esau needed, so they can come against you, man. They like to make their policy.
That's right.
They like to cause their crap to prosper according to policy, man.
That's right.
You know,
Yes, I'm too.
Got people.
that's just for the sinners, man. The wicked, the Lord told us to sit still.
That's right. And in patience, possessing your soul.
That's right.
Well, I got two real quick. This is Psalms 1. The one says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of the sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
Break it down, brother.
Hey, and well, that's what brothers going into. Hey, you're not supposed to meddle, and many men, these people go into these riots and these protests, man. But hey, we know better, man. Hey, Scripture says, walk ye wisely, and redeem the time, for the days are evil.
Right. You're right.
And but the Lord works on both sides, right? This is Sirach. To prove that, Sirach 39 and 28 says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance.
Right. And hey, that's all those 2/3, those heathen nations, and that's Esau Edom. Esau is the sword of the Most High. So when you go act up, and the Most High said, "Oh, you ain't gonna listen to me," Esau get him. You know, get him.
That's one of the reasons why Donald Trump made that tweet. He said, when the looting start, that's when the shooting start, man. And guess what? They ready to come down on these niggas, man. And then the more and more you be in the midst of them, the more and more you gonna get in that chaos.
Now watch
man.
this shit. A couple weeks before this shit happened, they mobilized the National Guard for the administration of the COVID, right? So the National Guard has already been mobilized countrywide. So then how come they keep saying we're going to mobilize them when they already been mobilized? And they haven't mobilized them to stop that shit. They want it to be there. How the hell is the mobilized? All the guard is already mobilized, and I'm going to mobilize the mobilized, and they haven't got there yet.
That's why these people so stupid anyway, man. Because
Stupid,
they
man.
going out there rioting and things. You don't use wisdom, man. The scripture tell you that, man. Hey, can I please say what you real quick?
He said a little bit more than that too.
Come on. This Proverbs 4 and 14. It say, enter not in the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men.
Hey.
Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away.
That's perfect.
And that's the key, man. You're not supposed to do that shit, man. You stupid ass niggas, man. You're gonna get right in that rapture, man.
Hey, you just say that you meddle between a stripe that is not yours. It's like grabbing a dog by its teeth.
And wonder why he said, "Oh." And how close is that dog? How close is that dog mouth when you grab his ears? Right there. It's like, oh, it's
I
right
got it.
immediately.
I was holding it.
Go ahead, brother.
This Proverbs 26 and 17. It says, "He that passeth by and meddling with strife, belonging not to him, is like he that taketh the dog by the ears." Yeah, that's plain, man.
On the right.
I got one. This is
Then they let him finish after.
oh,
that.
there's
No,
one.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
This is Proverbs 16 and 32. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh the city.
See, everything now, I'm taking a little slight detour with that. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans that's in the truth. And I just said, by show of hands, how many of you are 100% pissed off every day, all day?
Ecclesiastes 7:7 shows you frustrated the wise man died.
We pissed, man.
This is spirit, Elder. I was going to say the same thing. Like in the spirit, I was going to say that like Matthias, bro. I was going to say that. I'm telling you, I got the precept to back you up. For real, man, because look, we angry too, man. Look, we out here, look, we cursing our road to call this brother. You get curses for this cutting us off on the road, man.
Right.
We pissed off the spirit. Then we don't want to put Esau to death. All right, but we know, hey, this Romans 12 and 17, Slocky. 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place to wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. So yes, we fucking angry, man. But you gotta, it says, he that striving for the masters must strive lawfully. You gotta do things according to what the scriptures say, man. If you go out there and do it your own way, you lead to your understanding. And now you actually have to fight against the Lord now, man. And that's what the scriptures say. You're going against the powers that be. The Lord set them up. All right, the Lord is taking Esau down, and the Lord set Esau up. All right, and you look, people, oh, y'all just scared this and that. Hey, it's cool. You say that. It don't matter, man. We wise.
No.
The Lord.
Yes.
Well, you're right. We are scared because the Lord said, don't do that shit.
And
Shit, we ain't gonna do it.
As I was saying, we being obedient. You know, matter of fact, I went to go deliver a pizza last night, and this is old bald-headed black lady. You know what I'm saying? And when she came in her little wheelchair, drove up in her scooter thing, you know what I'm saying, to get the pizza, she said, "Where is your face mask and your glove?" I said, and I went into my pseudo humble role. I was like, well, I believe in the Heavenly Father, and I exercise my right not to wear it because I don't believe that is what it is, and I want. And she said, "Well, I believe in God, and I got the download too." And then she's like, and she said, "I watched alternative news, so I understand what you're saying, but the err on the side of safety, on the best, on the side of caution, you still should have it. I'm upset with you, young man." And I said, "Well, I'm sorry. Next time if I come here this address, I'll make sure I grab it out of the car because I got it in the car." And I just played the nice role, But in my mind, when I walked out there, I put the cursing hole wicked ass because she already said because let me show you the hypocrisy, and you need to wear a mask. Well, I believe I don't need to. You believe you should. So now we got a problem. Because if I'm near you you got yours and I don't got mine, I'm saying I don't want one. You saying you want yours and you want me to have it, and I don't want it and I don't want you to have it. Now we are not going to be at peace. That's stupid, man. You can't even agree to disagree. Well, you wear your mask and I won't wear my mask, or vice versa, whatever. This place is done, man. The Lord has made a perfect trick, lock, bag, Esau, Jake, everything is locked. We would have healed. Somebody give me this real quick. We would have healed Babylon, but Babylon's not healed. This is going to go in ebbs and flows where it's going to seem like it's getting back. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, this is the new normal. Oh, man. How the fuck is something new normal? As soon as you put new in front of normal, it's no longer normal. Because when you put in new to the normal, it's not normal than what it was. It's something totally new.
That's right.
Stupid.
It's Jeremiah 51, verse 7. It said, "Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nation had drunk of the wine."
This is the proof that the Illuminati, so-called Rothschildian bastards, have taken over the earth. The New World Order has not only been in place for hundreds of years, it's been thriving. You got from Chile to Africa to Philippines to North to South, all America, all these places. You got the popos all over wearing the same garb, doing the same thing, same COVID shit, same COVID mask, same COVID gloves, same shutting down the businesses, same shutting down this. This you can't do. If you throw 100 different scenarios to the same scenario to 100 different people, 100 people would damn to do 100 different things. Well, a couple of people doing the same, but you would never be all of them. Everybody doing the same motherfucking shit. That means this is all run and orchestrated by the same motherfucking man.
Right.
Yep.
Go ahead.
The nation had drunk of her wine.
All drunk.
Therefore, the nation are mad.
And they all pissed off, and they all drunk and mad and off of their madness, man.
They say Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed.
And the Most High said it's going to be suddenly. Last year, those people looking like this shit right here, COVID, this time last year, they weren't thinking about COVID. They weren't thinking about this riots. They weren't thinking none of this shit.
They was thinking about their future.
Yeah.
What about the future? Hey, look, Jay-Z said it like this, man. The shit was all good just a week ago. The Most High take your shit, man. That's right.
Say, howl for her, take bond for her pain. If so, be she may be healed. We will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into her own country, for her judgment reaching to heaven and is lifted up into the sky.
So now, guess what? Just at the beginning of this COVID shit, what did a lot of foreigners do? They got the fuck up out of here. Why? Because it's like, oh shit, if they shut it down, I might be stuck over here in America. I'm going home. Then people, and vice versa, came over to America. That was all a setup. All right? The Most High is drawing the lines. This place is done. This place is through. All right?
Hey, I got a precept. This is Isaiah 13. Just going into what you're saying. Hey, this is Isaiah 13 and 13. It says, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall move out of her place in the wrath of Yahweh of hosts, and in that day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as the chase road, and as the sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land.
And that own land ain't going to help you. But this is Isaiah 10 and 3. And what will ye do in the day of visitation, and in the desolation, which shall come from far? To whom will ye flee for help? And where will ye leave your glory? The only people who's going to get any solace in this is the hopeful righteous elect of Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai B'Hashem, HaKadosh. The Lord's going to say, go to your monthly prognosticators, go to your idols, go to your gods, and see who's going to save you in these goddamn days.
Right, go ask Michael Jordan, no bald head ass, bitch. Ask Oprah.
That's right.
You know, who you niggas vouch for? Ask TD Jakes, man.
That's right.
Yo, answer me.
Ask T.I. Right, he on TV crying and
showing
him and Killer Mike.
No. Okay, hold on.
Man.
Let's mention T.I. He's talking about him saying something the other day with his little scraggly beard and his little mini fro now, right? Okay, now wait a minute. Now hold on. Wasn't he just a couple of weeks ago on Charlemagne Club? Wasn't he when Charlemagne said, yeah, that made me start thinking about those Israelites. You heard about them. And T.I. was like, yeah, I seen them. I seen them. And they kept on talking with the conversation.
But he the same nigga that reposted the IUIC video on his personal Instagram. He know what the fuck going on.
So that's hypocritical.
It's hypocrite.
And you all don't understand. The Most High does not like a wish-wash motherfucking man. He said, I would that you were hot, or I would that you were cold. Your hot means you're on fire with the men of the Lord and the truth. All right? That's what I told the choir brother Tim, because he almost got in the jam the other day, and me and brothers, we cussed him out because through the spirit we got him out the jam with the popo, and even his mom was like, thank you so much. And then he know too much. He know that it was like we start grilling him. So what's the name of the Lord? Yahweh. What's the name of the Messiah? Yahweh Shai. What's your nationality? Israelite. I know the white man, the devil, watch the back. It's the Messiah. Now we tell him, Messiah gonna kill you. If you don't repent and get on board now and get your shit together, the Lord gonna kill you. You know too motherfucking much. You know how many niggas been this is Ezekiel 33, been ear hustling, watching the men of the Lord, talking shit.
They on the no fact nigga comment boards. Israelites on there.
Yeah.
Talking shit. They giving them praise and shit.
Yeah.
Y'all motherfuckers talking about some he was set up to, the Lord set him up to lead us. So I'm like, this bald faced motherfucker supposed to lead Israel?
Like this,
Get the fuck out of here.
Gremlin, man.
This booty face.
He remind me of the smart Gremlin, man.
Junior.
Oh, Gremlin, some dog face ass nigga, man.
Bum ass, fake ass DJ looking ass nigga.
Right.
You know, Grandmaster J. Who the fuck is Grandmaster? Grandmaster of Wickedness.
Grandmaster Folly.
But you know what? He actually cut himself with that whole thing when he said that he's a neuro-linguistics expert.
That's another way of saying you're a witch.
Yep.
That's basically witch speak.
Which language?
Yeah.
And so,
linguistic, that's talking to your brain. It's like subconscious speaking.
Yep. He broke it down in a minute, and people just can't see it because they're into it. They love it too. They love to have it so.
This is Nahum 3.
I've been in the Navy.
And
Right.
if you had to,
Exactly.
and then
I'm an expert in it.
This is what you gonna live to.
Yeah, right. They tell you 3 truths and then a lie. I'm an expert. so now you're telling me 3 truths and a lie. You're an expert.
But see, a man of the Lord will see that, man.
Right.
And that's why the scriptures say a prudent man consider his steps, man. But a fool, he just down with it, man. He gonna sit right there. Deep. Shit.
there's they were. They put the fire on the line.
Oh yeah. Fireballs, hearts and
That's
little
the
emojis and shit.
Smoking.
Happy faces, thumbs up, blunts.
Ooh, that nigga. I see that. That's the shit. We should be on like that, nigga. And bald head, you about to get your monkey ass rolled over like a fucking stink roller. His ass up there eating a motherfucking BLT. I told them niggas. Still got the glasses on.
And then he put the skull on.
Right, you niggas gonna follow that toothpaste looking ass nigga, man. Fake ass fuck, man.
It's Nahum 3:1. Go to the bloody city, it is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not. And so destruction is decreed upon this place, man. Because you captured us, you refused to let us go. The noise of a whip, and the noise of the rattling of the wheels, and of the prancing horses, and of the jumping chariots, man. And when I read this, all I picture is tanks
That's
rolling
right.
down the streets. I hear the sounds of it, man.
The helicopters and the Humvees and the MRAPs, all that shit.
The horsemen lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear. And there is a multitude of slain, and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses. And so them troops is gonna be, them troops gonna be running you motherfuckers over, man.
That's right.
Y'all want to protest and riot and shit. And this is lightweight. They had the bicycle police out there, barricade, and one cop was beating motherfucker ass with his bike. Like, get the fuck back. He was smacking with his whole bicycle. So imagine their intentions. They're gonna run you right over, man.
That's right.
All right? Because
They got the dogs, the robot dogs. They don't have consciousness, man. All they got is an Edomite on the fucking screen thinking he playing the video game. He got the dog crunching your ass. And they do that, man. They show you that shit on Black Mirror. Nigga be behind that thinking he playing the video game VR. Really, he whole killing motherfuckers. He got robot dogs.
wrong as hell.
Shit cold. It look real.
Yeah.
Out there getting crunched.
Yeah, we was
And it's gonna be you niggas, man. And they gonna be 50,000.
simulation. It's just a test.
Yep.
And go ahead and try it out. Don't worry. Just kill and destroy what you want.
Yeah, they gonna get
Whoever get the highest score get 50,000.
Right,
Like
and-
in Street Fighter tournaments and shit.
Yeah.
And they gonna find the best ones. Go ahead.
So like it, they gonna get niggas that be playing games
Yeah.
24/7.
Like you said,
Yeah.
right.
That's just wrong as hell. Like Mortal Kombat, you just motherfucker beat you in fucking no hits. Like you gonna get some niggas like that out there on them games.
They gonna have a goddamn robot. A robot with a machine gun covered out there. Murphy. That goddamn RoboCop. They gonna have him out there. It's gonna be a nigga controlling them. The fucking all-time high kill Call of Duty.
They already got
Just beat off playing big bag of Doritos. All they do is eat Doritos and play Call of Duty. Jagging off with a big ass bucket of Sprite. Just play this Sprite. Mario, he ain't gonna leave the room. He got a bucket of Sprite. He got a bag of ice. But he got some lotion. Industrial ass lotions. Yeah, man. Industrial. That's all he doing. He don't think it's a regular day. He's just playing the video game.
a box of
Highest kill. It's gonna be you niggas getting
a big fucking box of hot country girls. He's straight.
a box of them, man.
Shit, good.
Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth next to her whoredoms and comes to her witchcraft. And really, man, it's going to be foreign troops on this soil. See, the northern army is only going to be here for so long, but the Lord's going to move that northern army, man. All right, the National Guard is only going to do so much. This shit is going to get crazier than you think.
That's right.
You hold out again.
That's like I was going to make one phrase. He said, "This is the beginning of sorrows. This has to set in and then has to continue." All right, to the point where in Revelation, where they said they want to seek death and then can't get it.
Right. Hey, because the nation see this shit, man. They see how weak you are. They see how the police of the world and it's doing injustice in their own land. All right, so the nations are ready to turn up, man. China just pushed America back out the China Sea, man.
That's right.
You know?
Meanwhile, they also pushing back India on one of the other borders. That the international wars is already set up. Not to mention what's been going over in Syria That hasn't changed. And with Iran, that hasn't changed.
Iran bringing that gas to Venezuela.
That's right. That hasn't changed.
They went right through the American barricade. Like,
that's right.
Motherfuckers ain't scared of America no more.
Mm-hmm.
And I will cast the abominable behold, I am against thee, saith the high of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face. I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame. So the nations are already looking and seeing the bullshit, man. They seeing how you against them. You got on the world stage, America first. All right, went out there and crashed the whole economy. All right, the world economy, the world is wrapped up in the U.S. dollar, man. All right, so they pissed at that shit. Then they look on TV and see how you did, like Ahmadinejad. Ahmadinejad was made a tweet earlier, man. I think he was going in about the shit they doing, you know. The world is seeing that, and I will cast the vulnerable filth upon thee and make thee vow, and I will set thee as a gazing stock. So the world is watching, man.
I just found the article got sent to me from Shropshire Star, which is over there in UK. There's protesters gather in Peckham after George Floyd killing in U.S. Demonstrators carry placards reading "Solidarity" and "Black Lives Matter." Demonstrators have gathered in London after the death of a black man in the U.S., which have seen police officers charged with third-degree murder. Dozens of protesters chanted as they marched in Peckham in the southeast of the capital on Saturday. And so you can, if you go check that out, you can see I put it in video. But the bottom line is, this is over here in London. Why? Because Jake is in London. All right? And now hopefully this spreads to other international countries and states too. Why? Because Jake is scattered abroad, man.
Hey, all right, so I'm gonna add Ahmadinejad's Twitter, right?
Uh-huh.
And the post today said he got the clip of the dude with his knee on his neck. He says the scheme of the world powers is to cause disunity in order to keep all societies under control. Basically, order Al-Qaeda. The killing of George Floyd was deeply disturbing and upsetting, and is the result of the current world order, which we all must unite against. And he puts in quotes, pull the trigger, kill a nigga, he's a hero. Yeah, Ahmadinejad called it Tupac, man. So, so look, the world is watching this. Then on May 19th, he puts happy 95th birthday to Malcolm X. I'm for truth, no matter who tells it. I'm for justice, no matter who is for or against.
And matter of fact, when he was president, when he was speaking at the World Council, he would say and throw jabs at America over here at UN, saying that nobody's speaking up for the niggas, which he said that, but then that's all he said. See, that's Ahmadinejad. That don't mean shit, because if you don't do shit, it don't mean shit. Well, so what? Go ahead. He said something good.
Yeah, he's an ambassador, man. He's an ambassador. Right. Hey, so I grabbed that Obadiah, the first chapter, the first verse, the only chapter. He said hundreds of billions of dollars were injected into U.S. businesses to counter the effects of Corona. If the money came from taxation, then the Americans are paying from their pocket. But if it comes from the Federal Reserve, then all nations are paying. So look, the money came from the Federal Reserve, but it's also a debt in America, so the citizens pay for it, but the whole world does carry that, man, because the world is wrapped up in the U.S. dollar. Right. So the world is seeing this, man. They pissed at America.
That's right. This is all part of the beast taking the war. Yeah. And not only the beast, but because the beast, when you're speaking about NATO and those NATO countries taking the war, guess what? The Arabs hate you. They're going to remember their, they're going to remember their nature. Yeah. All right. You got the Carmanians, which is the Persians, which is Ahmadinejad, and they're remembering they hate him. And then you got China, they're remembering and hating. Japan, they remember Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Vietnam, they're remembering Vietnam and the Agent orange, yellow, white, purple, green, blue that you put on their motherfucking asses. The whole planet is remembering your sins are being brought forth, man. Right. The Lord is making you bear. The world is on fire. It's lucky I gotta take off so I can get to work. You got something too? All right, go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Already?
Yeah. I don't want. I'm hot now. Yes, that happens. That's why. I don't want. I don't even. I'm staggering. I know the fight in my career, but I can't even go. I'm bad. But it's I gotta man, Jake, before I leave, is in a horrible condition.
Yeah.
I haven't paid my mortgage in the last 2 months because I'm not making what I normally make. So now, do they just gonna say, "Oh, we're gonna forgive it"? No, you nice. They'll move it to the back end of your loan. If not, you gotta pay partial payments. If not, you gotta pay up, depending on what company you're dealing with. And ain't all companies ain't the same. You got your lights, you got your gas, you got your insurance for your car, you got your phone bill, you got your house, your bill, rent, whatever. You have gas and food that you have to eat, so on and so forth. And not to mention shit. All right, does it hit the fan? My flex pipe went out on it. You get a flat tire, whatever. Jake ain't making the money normally without the bullshit on a regular basis. But they play the shell game of moving money from one thing to another. Now what they're making less, and then a lot of the economy shutting down, everybody's in debt. And now this is what the government, they're gonna start defaulting. They're already doing it. They said defaults on homes are already, mortgages are already up on a like 20-30% steep rise. Shit, people ain't paid their light bill and gas bill in 2 or 3 months. They said on the 1st they're going to start sending out notices saying yes, now it's due. Now they're going to start getting harassed in maybe a month, 2 or 2. Some people I like certain shit's going to be just shut the fuck down. Gas going to be shut the fuck down. Niggas ain't putting money aside and being saving it. I've been seeing them getting big ass 75-inch screen TVs, bottles. You know what I'm saying? Got to buying this, a new kitchen dinette set.
Hey, Jordan coming out with the Jordan at the perfect time. Yeah, bottles, nigga. Hey, get this place getting the shit. Hey, all bottles. You might need a bottle walking around with Esau and this unrighteousness, man.
Go ahead, brother.
Man. Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes 2:17. It says, "Therefore I hate life, because the work that is wrought under the sun is grievous unto me. For all is vanity and vexation of spirit."
Everything is vanity. Everything is a vexation of spirit. This place is getting on your goddamn motherfucking nerves, man. And rightfully so. Because this is the time for this place to go down. All right? And it's not going to get necessarily easier. All right? It is for the righteous men, but for the wicked, it's going to get rougher and rougher and rougher.
That's right.
All right? And rightfully so. Keep passing my back.
I got one for you while the other still here, man. This is Isaiah 51. And this is Isaiah 51:13. Oh, shit. Isaiah 51:12. I am he that comforted you. Who art thou that thou shouldst be afraid of a man that should die? And of the son of man which shall be made as grass. Well, look, the Lord is comforting us, man. We ain't worried about this devil, man. That's right. You got to go out there, and riot.
That's right.
Sure. We gotta go out there and riot, man. We ain't afraid what this man gonna do, man. All right? And forget is Yahweh thy maker that has stretched forth the heavens. Because basically, when you niggas out, what y'all doing is out of fear, man. Like when you got the cat down.
Yep.
They attack out of fear. I watched Benji Can't Do It to Benji Wolf. He was afraid. The dog was chilling. He was a puppy. And the cat was, used to real dogs. He hissed at him. He attacked the dog and ran off. That's what these niggas doing, man. They put in the corner or press like, what the fuck? So they attack him.
Yeah. You put a raccoon, a possum in it. As a matter of fact, there was a possum who obviously got kind of banged up by an animal or hit by a car or whatever. But when I came home from work the other day, late at night, like 1 o'clock in the morning, he's in the grass. And I'm like, when I say he was like, kind of just, little by little, step by step, trying to inch. It took him maybe 2 or 3 minutes to move 2 or 3 inches. That's how struggling he was. When I parked, he saw me and he slowly moved his head and saw, and then you just imagine what's in his mind. Because usually when that happens, when you see any kind of animal and they see you, what do?
They run.
They scram, like real quick. He turned around and was like, it was the most, how they kind of hiss to get you, but he couldn't even hiss. He just opened his mouth and no sound came out, but it was him saying, leave me alone, don't fuck with me. But he couldn't even do it right. That's what's about to happen to America. All right? They're getting beat down to the point where they're going to be 100% subdued and can't even fight. All right? But Jake is now being backed in the corner. They have nothing to do but to fight. All right? They ain't got no money. They ain't got no hope for the jobs coming up because a lot of the retails, if you go to silverreport.com, it'll show you the numbers and how many retail closures of these small and medium businesses are out here, and even some of the major businesses. Pure Import, all
Ooh.
shut down.
Yeah.
Sears, gone. You go down the list, gone. You know what I'm saying? Now that's Ecclesiastes 12. The grinding should be made low, man.
Right.
Doors shut in the street.
I'm a capitalist.
This is it, man. And we're hoping that the Lord does not put up his foot off this gas pedal and
That makes
continue
sense.
forward and destroy this place. Yahweh Radazan, I'm going to jump in on the live stream to Slack have to dip off on. They're posted in the Ruby so I can
It's
it's already in the Ruby in the orders room.
no.
Put it in the order so I can just jump in.
right,
Get in the car. Shalom Akim, you have Shalom and Shalom P. Akim out here in Shalom Yahabash and Shalom P. Akim out here in the YouTube land. Keep fighting, we getting close.
Yeah.
Close.
And one of the brother Kodar, he had put on a comment board that off subject but on subject, this fucking double Joe Osteen charging $300 for prayers, man. But see, you niggas think y'all the same, but the same niggas who actually sending that money curse us out.
That meme, talking about that meme.
Joe Osteen charging
It was a meme that said that they didn't pay. That shit wasn't real.
I was gonna say, man.
Stop fucking putting up social media doctrine, man.
I was gonna say it's just on the comment board I was reading. I don't know if it's how true
No,
it
because
is.
it was a meme that somebody said, "Oh, I need some prayer." He said, "I checked you to pay your prayer fee." I fact checked it. That wasn't real, man.
Shit, cause he probably charging $5. That's why, that double ain't playing. Oh, and just like with the Houston thing, when all that shit was going down, he didn't use his that giant whorehouse. They said he wasn't even letting that mega church.
He opened the doors up after he got all that flack. That person was open. Then people talked all that shit. Then he finally went ahead and opened it.
He was at his crib and his real Edomite voice. These niggas ain't coming in my house.
And he says back in Isaiah 51:13, and forget is Yahweh thy maker, and close that what, right? And forget is Yahweh thy maker that has stretched forth the heavens and laid the foundations of the earth, and has feared continually every day because of the fury of the oppressor, as if he were ready to destroy. And where is the fury of the oppressor? Like, you worry about the wrong shit. Return to Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Right. The captive exile hasteneth, he may be loosed, and he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail. So look, we want to get in too. Nobody went there more than us. But this is the only way out. It said let his neighbor that we can enter to that rest, man. Going out there like a scary cat and riding, because that's not courage, man. Are you going out there and a bunch of people? Are you really not expecting to get fucked with? As soon as anything happens, everybody running, recording it, scrambling, right? You really bunch of scaredy cats. You was courageous. You'll pick up your book. All right, you'll put your body under subjection. You're gonna serve the Lord and trust Him. And how about you? I'll shout at He's gonna deliver us, man. All right. And yeah, you want to get angry. You want to get violent. Look, we do too, man. All right, but only on the Lord's time and His time. The Lord's gonna allow us to do that. And somebody get Revelation 13 on that.
Hey, what you saying true, man? The nigga I know, right? He in the world, but he was just on some. He was serious. He knew I wasn't on the shit, but he was saying, "I'm just making sure, cause nigga, this my way." He literally said it. He said, "I'm just saying, a couple niggas, you know what I'm saying, got the truck. We on that lose shit. Motherfuckers just trying to see if you down, Joe." I said, "Man, I ain't on this." He said, "I'm just letting you know, so a nigga don't say when I come through with that merch." A nigga didn't say nothing. He said, "Nigga, fuck, nigga, this my way." He literally said, "Nigga, this my way of getting back the cause. I ain't marching with them stupid ass niggas. We taking shit."
That's what I said. I said,
Niggas.
I told the brother Lloyd, I said, these niggas just looting.
Yeah, they just looting, bro.
About this nigga George.
Bro, he said, "This my way of giving back. I ain't marching up the street with them stupid ass niggas. We robbing shit." I said, "I'm good." He said, "All right, I'm just letting you know." I say, "Jake, some niggas, man."
But hey, that's why Jeremiah 4, man. That's why they going out the door, man. They stupid. Do evil, they know, man. But do good, they have no knowledge.
They sodish, man. Yeah, I got a precept as well. The scripture said he called the part just on our rest. This Micah 2 and 10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. And these people ain't trying to escape this place, man. They trying to make a living here. They want to steal George to sell. He said, because I'm telling you, Joe, when this shit cracked down, don't say a nigga didn't hit you. Nigga, I had about 10,000 worth of merch. We hit this bitch. The nigga literally gonna have some fun. He said a nigga gonna bail her attempts. I say, man, get
on my fucking phone, man. I'm laughing, but the nigga dead serious, bro. The nigga say, man, tell her the motherfucking champs or something. This Jake crazy, man.
This today?
Yeah, right before camp. That was Satan, bro. He said, well, nigga, I'm just letting you know. Yeah, nigga got that ball head.
I was saying, you talking about made that joke about, free shit.
We wasn't even on
Face
FaceTime.
right on that
We
shit.
wasn't on FaceTime, but I literally seen the nigga talking. He got that ball head, too. Jake in the spirit of folly, man. But like the brother was saying, these niggas just scared and acting crazy. You know, the ones that's protesting. And the other niggas just want to steal. They just want to do shit. Reckless shit, man.
Hey, that's why I say, I just say evil shall multiply, man. Things gonna turn up on all levels, on killing, on robbing, on stealing, on rape, all those
That's
things,
that.
man.
That was Psalm 14. This reigned without exception in all men.
Yeah. It ain't gonna be no. Hey, even the dude said it. What's the nigga name? He is Jake. He look like an Edomite, but he a nigga Jake, man. The cool nigga, Michael Rapperot.
Yeah,
Michael.
Rappaport.
Yeah.
Rappaport,
He played the skinhead in that movie.
Wow.
The fuck was that movie? Higher Learning. He played the skinhead, and he regretted the shit he did at the end of the movie. But you know, he an Israelite nonetheless. But he said it, man. He says you really can't get mad at all the motherfuckers out here looting because he said it's not a fucking rule book to looting. Ain't no plan, ain't no schedule, ain't no rule book, ain't no this is the way you riot, this is the way you loot. No, it's a fucking riot.
Right.
He
That's
said,
it.
but it is a rule book to how you become a police officer, how you deal with somebody when you arrest them. It's a rule book to that. So when motherfuckers get out here and riot, don't tell them what they ain't supposed to be doing. But that was the truth. That was some real shit though. And he said what he said. Shit. And but like the scripture, going back to what the brother was saying, that's that without exception, man. Motherfuckers ain't finna. Hey, this is all off the books, man. You got something?
I got that Obadiah
Come on.
verse 1.
Going back to what was the dude we was talking about? Not Netanyahu. Aminadab. Yeah, back to him. Because everybody knows, everybody knows something wrong with the world, man. And when I say the world, I mean it's this reign of America. The water, bro. Nah,
This is
I'm good, man.
Obadiah verse 1. The vision of Obadiah does say Yahweh power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh. An ambassador is sent among the heathen.
Right, so right now he that ambassador amongst the heathen. Just like back in the day, was that Abdul Goman Nasser, you know, letting you know who the Israelites was, letting you know the condition of the Israelites, man. You know, so even these heathens know what's up on the world stage with Israel, man. And it ain't hard they know they're guilty too, man. Go ahead.
It says, arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle.
Hey, so all the nations, hey, they rising up against them in battle, man. Hey, the scripture, even their own nation, the scripture say the beast shall hate the whore, man.
I got
Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 19.
Mhm.
It's Isaiah 19:1. I just figured you had that as a spirit, right?
I'll read it for you. Isaiah 19:1. The burden of Egypt, behold, Yahweh rideth upon the swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it.
That's right. So everything you trust in, man, is going out the window, man.
Yup.
From Instagram to motherfucking T.I.
Jumping out the window.
Right. Everything you hold dear to yourself.
T.I.
Like the
Killer
Lord said,
Mike.
the idols in the hardest place going to fail, man. That's why the morality space is down. That's why this violence is starting to increase, man. The people don't know what to do. They lost. These are actually people that's oppressed and lost. They don't know what the fuck to do. They tried the peace. They tried everything. And then they got Esau still out there throwing his provocateurs out there. These motherfuckers don't know what to do. All right, that's why that one nigga knocked that cop out for throwing his phone. They had their wits in, man.
Right. What he got to
The
lose?
Spartan kick.
What he got? Right. What he got to lose though? You know, you took away all the fucking jobs. You took away all the shitty ass jobs we didn't want anyway, but we had to, you know, pay our bills with them to make ends meet. You took away all the fucking jobs. You took away all the clubs. You took away the exercise. You took away everything that a nigga even had to get a little piece of pleasure in this hell they call life, man.
Every outlet. One nigga lost his mind. He broke into Planet Fitness to get his workout.
Yeah.
This nigga snapped the AO.
Yeah.
Went on a murder spree like last week or 2 weeks ago. He said COVID-19 lockdown made me do it. He lost his mind like this lockdown shit. I had to do it.
Yeah, at the Planet Fitness by one of my stores, the whole window was busted. I'm like, man, motherfucker probably went in there, took some weights, grabbed some dumbbells and
Nigga
shit.
probably just in that working out.
Motherfucker wanna
The
hit
nigga
that
was
lap
he was
pool
on the
down.
treadmill
Well, I
and
just want
shit,
to feel it.
That's
He was in
crazy.
there working out, bro.
Yeah. He was in there getting it, man.
Shit.
Shit.
Losing it.
That's
The
crazy.
spirit of each of this through, man.
Verse 2.
Hey,
Shit,
these
bananas.
niggas can't even get hamburgers from Wendy's no more.
Right,
They out of
right.
beef and shit.
They out there human meat, man.
Yeah,
They running low.
can't get their pork, they ribs, they barbecue and shit, pork running low and shit. They get chicken nuggets, they little Ray,
You know,
and
Ray.
Lakeisha.
They around this motherfucker geeking, scratching their hand like they want some rocks.
They eat that human meat. You know, that Beyond Meat got human meat in it, man.
Yeah.
They just gonna get that I Am Legend shakes, man.
Got that fucking Book of Eli.
Look at Eli shake.
Yeah, he said, put your hand. He said, I ain't one of them. I ain't one of them. That motherfucker said. He thought he was gonna eat him, man.
Yeah.
Pulled out that pump on his ass. He said, no, I ain't one of them. I ain't one of them. Oh, and the girl, she was in the village, that little one piece of sanctuary they had. She didn't know what's up. He knew what was up. He said, no, they hands shaking.
Right.
They let's get the fuck out of here. They playing that music.
You see the cows around here?
Right. Fuck, they get all
Y'all want
those
some sandwich?
music.
Y'all want some sandwich?
This bitch making a play her shit.
He said, you see the cows around here?
Right. Got the plate, shit shaking. Yeah, that's like getting the flux off that fucking human meat, man. That's how you niggas about to be, man.
Didn't mention you.
Fuck you gonna crash a whole a farm industry, man, to put in some fucking fake meat, man. This man, hey, Esau is the most counterproductive man you can. It's the devil.
This is siege. This the modern siege.
Time.
See, look, Esau got you on. He got you on. You have to come in for everything. So it's nothing for him to shut it off. See, you niggas, you want to protest and riot. All right, that's cool. Say even if you did have better weaponry than Esau, what you fucking don't.
Never will.
Esau was the sword. But say if you niggas did have all the weapons and he didn't have none, guess what? You rely on him for everything. All it takes is for him to shut shit down. Then what you gonna do? You ain't got no basic skills. All right? That's why the only way to beat this devil is to serve Yahweh by Shami Hawashai.
Right.
This is the only way out, man. All right?
You driving down the street, down the side of the expressway, you see all them fucking towers, man. Everything is run off power. He cut off your power grid. He cut off your electricity. Like the brother says, you don't have no fucking survival skills, no other skills. You can't fucking fight. You don't know shit outside of what's out the microwave. You through, man.
Right. Y'all, you don't even know what a piss. You don't even know what a piss and shit at, man.
Right.
Decontaminate your whole fucking area.
Right. Nigga have poison ivy in his asshole. Trying to take a shit. Whole patch of poison.
Wipe his ass with the poison.
Right. This look like a cool spot.
These niggas
No,
gonna show,
nigga.
they gonna show a damn concrete, man. Dumbass niggas. The concrete right where they sleeping at. Up, they ain't gonna do it downwind, man. So they dumbass, man, so they can smell it. Every
Yeah.
time the wind blow, dumbass.
Right there on Lakeshore and like Lawrence, I get off to go to one of my stores and shit. And there's right there, there's a whole bunch of tents, homeless people living underneath that bridge. The dude get out his tent while I'm at the stop sign, goes right to the side of his tent and takes a piss. And there's porta potties there for them. I'm like, this dude just pissed right by the little tent he's living in. Right on the
So
concrete.
the smell is gonna be there.
North Avenue. Shit. What not 47? What 51st? Right there by that police station. Tents.
Or even the bottom.
Nigga, shit. All the shit.
Right.
They don't know how to make it, man. Go ahead, brother.
Right, and that's it. All right, it says prudence delivered, and this wisdom was from deliverance.
Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother,
Yeah.
and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
So that's the spirit of violence that's being poured out, period. From the citizens to the nations, man. Kingdom against kingdoms, the city against city, Egyptian against Egyptian.
So the Americans going to fight Americans, left versus the right. All right, they're going to be coming against their rulers. You're going to have war. All right, you're going to have this war period, man.
Proxy wars, race wars,
Yeah, everything.
class wars.
That's what Bible show Babylon fall.
And you brought it out there without what did it say? Without excess,
Without exception.
Exactly.
Yep.
You got something to block. You finished with that? Go ahead.
This is Revelations 18:21. And a mighty angel took up a stone, like a great millstone, and cast it into the sea, saying, "Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all." And with the riots and the many riots to come, this place is going to be thrown down, taken out by violence. Like more, there's going to be more uproars coming, not just the ones we see now.
Hey, I got a precept. This is Matthew 24, in verse 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." And that's how we know in the times, man, because that's all you see is wars and rumors of wars. Verse 7. "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows." So this is the time that we enter in, the beginning of sorrows. And of course, you know, it's going to lead up to the persecution of us, where the Lord fight for us. It said, "Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all for my name's sake. And then many shall be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another." And I'm going to jump down to 21. It says, "Then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be." So if you think America gonna be made great or get stimulated or what's brought back into the norm, you got life fucked up, man.
I appreciate that.
Go ahead, brother.
It's 2 Ezra 16 and 15.
I was holding it too. Go ahead.
14. "Behold, the players are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out." So this fire is not going to be put out, regardless of the fact if you want normalcy or you think normalcy is going to come. It's not. It says till it's consumed the foundation of the earth, and it's going to be fire everywhere, man. In your city, where you at, overseas, everywhere, man. It's going to be mass chaos everywhere. Everybody looting and getting shot and getting killed, and the military shutting down. Watch. Pretty soon.
Keep reading. Read all the way to 18.
Come on. Verse 16. "Like as an archer which is shot of a mighty archer," Salakia. 16. "Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, return not backwards. Even so the plague that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again.
Mm-hmm.
Woe is me, woe is me. Who shall deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evil, and shall I do when that evil shall come."
And that's the time we living in, man. That's the time we living in, man. Hey, so look, we preaching the word. Hey, we in the spirit of Psalms, the 91st chapter, man.
That's right.
What you got, Matthias?
With Isaiah 33 and 6. "And wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our time,
Exactly.
and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure." So, hey, man, that's what's going to be your faith, man. This stability. It's this wisdom, man. Not riding, not going around breaking shit, not going around shooting shit, acting like a full classed out nigga that they want you to act like, It's wisdom, man. But a lot of you niggas, y'all not going to get the wisdom. You don't go get the wisdom, the man of the Lord. Hopefully, we have that number. The elect, man. Chosen, man.
You got
Hey,
some.
man, this place is going down, and it's it, man. So, hey, man, if you ain't got no wisdom, you niggas are going to die, man. Straight up, man. We tired of you niggas anyway. We ready to see you niggas.
Hey, they rejected it. They rejected it. Hey, the scriptures say my people perish for lack of knowledge.
Yep.
We try to get niggas the knowledge, the truth, the light, the law of light, the law of life for heritage, man. We try to get them closer to the Most High, and they went closer to Esau, man. Hey, fuck these niggas. I want their ass to die.
That's right.
Shit, better chance for me. You got some more, Matas?
No, that's it on that.
All right, go ahead, Yashua.
Right, going back to A with all this this rioting and shit, that's gonna cause these troops, you know, to start shutting shit down. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 52. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trustest throughout all thy land, and he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land, which Yahweh thy power has given thee. All right, so hey, pretty much like the brother was saying, it's gonna be like a siege again. Hey, shit, he stopped bringing in all the foods. He stopped. He closed down all your damn jobs pretty damn much. Get to a point where you ain't gonna be able to leave down the damn street.
Yeah, hey, they got the power to shut the shit off. Right when COVID, as soon as the COVID came, you know, we posted that article in Illinois. The article was titled about a whole other law. But within this law, the government got the power to shut off your water, your water, your electricity, got the power to shut off all that shit. You know? And this through the spirit. Hey, this 2 Ezra chapter 6. And 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the 4 storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And I was watching a video earlier, something about reducing the meat factories, the output to like a fraction of, I don't know if it said like a third or 25%. It's only going to be putting out a fraction of what it's supposed to put out. All right? And the trumpet shall give a sound, which will every man hear it, they shall be suddenly afraid. And that's how people bugging out, man. And at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still. And in 3 hours they shall not run. They're going to shut this shit down, man. It's the modern siege. They said the springs ain't going to run. Your water ain't going to be running, man. You're going to cut this shit off. Whoso remains from all these I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of the world. So it says friends going to be fighting one against another. All right, the store's going to be empty. All right, these motherfuckers going to be here afraid. They ain't going to know what to do, lost, confounded. All right, and they're going to shut your shit down, man. Right. What you going to do then? So that's why it's important to come serve Yahweh Bashar Shai. You can't do shit according to your own hands, man. Yeah, I got you right here. This Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. Going with what the brother said. Ecclesiastes 12 and 1, it says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. And now that we're in the time, because starting with the elders and the apostles on down, hey, it's been 30 years plus this ministry preached, man. While you niggas was out there shaking your groove thing. Right. This is y'all at the loop there. In the 90s, they had the loop, what was that shit called? Freaknik. They all at the Freaknik. All right? Playing around. Doodle Brown. All right, they all on videos twerking and shit to the 2000s, shaking that tail feather. All right? Yeah, that's what Diddy came out there shaking tail feather shit. And in the 2010s, they out there mopping and twerking. Yeah. Mop, twerk, mop. Right, just nigga shit. Partying and bullshit, man. You know? But the men of the Lord, hey, that was a song in the 90s. Party and bullshit. Then they remade it in the 2000s. Yep. I think Ron Digger. Yeah, they made it. Yeah. This is verse 3. It says, nigga shit. In the day, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and that's what you were looking at. And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few. Salaki. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read verse 2 again. It said, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. These days are sad, man. They're gloomy. Nothing's coming out of this, man. It says, in the days when the keeper of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves down themselves, and the grinders shall cease. They are few, and those that look out the windows be dark. These are dark times, man. It said, and the windows shall be shut in the street when the sound of the salaki, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of a bird, and the daughters of music shall be brought low. So all this shit is brought low, man. That's how he shall rise up at the sound of a bird, man. That's how dry and dramatic it's gonna be out here, man. To even hear something as simple as that. Hey, this is a dark time we coming into, man. Ain't gonna be no goddamn jobs.
Hey, you let that go?
It ain't even no club.
Hey, you let that go?
Yeah.
It's a lot. You keep going?
You got it?
No.
Oh shit, you said it like you was looking dead at it.
No, it's a little bit more to
I
it.
told you I let it go, nigga. No, I got it. This in verse 4. It said, no, Salakia 5. Ecclesiastes 12 and 5. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and the fears shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail.
And that's what it is. All that desire is failing, man. America is through.
That's right.
Keep going.
Said, because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets.
And that's talking about your martial law, man. Martial law will be in the streets soon, man. They already here. What you think the whole COVID was for? To move the military into the cities. And that's what's coming. Everything is about to be shut down. You people finna be sieged, man.
And that's why they mobilized your ass. They sent you at the crib talking about some goddamn quarantine. Quarantine is for locking sick people in a hospital. All right, locking sick people in the hospital so they can't go to their jobs or they schools and clubs and places of that matter to infect people. Not taking people out of their jobs and out of their schools and locking them in their house and they not even infected.
Right.
That's de facto martial law. That's mobilizing people, setting them right, making them sit and duck, so to speak.
Yeah, hey, that's what the scripture said. The doors of the street shall be shut. And the Lord literally had Esau shut outside down when y'all last, man.
Yeah.
Boom. Prophecy. That ain't in the Quran, nigga.
Right.
You monkey niggas, you RZA Zed. So we on the scene, brothers. All you bald-faced niggas with them little Apu hats.
Oh, RZA
Talking
is-
about
I hate
Rizzy,
that. RZA
19
is
keys. All you stupid ass young false prophets here, brothers. And the sisters and the black. Fuck you niggas, man. I hope you niggas get filleted out here by this so-called white man.
Yeah,
That's
they
it,
sure-
Oh, by the niggas that you teaching that garbage, man. Because you ain't got no answers for this shit right here, man. I want to finish this. It says, because a man goeth from his long home, and the mourners go out to the streets. Verse 6, it says, or the silver cord be loose, or the golden bowl be broken, or the pitcher broken at the fountain, or the wheel broken at the cistern. Ain't gonna be nothing out here, man. No food, no water. They gonna cut off them power grids. You niggas gonna be fucked, man.
Yeah, it is Ezekiel 23. And man,
Be like this sometimes.
start up. This is Ezekiel 23 to 24. And they shall come against thee with chariots and wagons and wheels, and with an assembly of people, which shall set against thee buckler and shield and helmet round about. And I will set judgment before them, and they shall judge thee according to their judgments.
Yeah.
But this devil finna get loose on you, man. All right, this devil is finna come down in great wrath. Hey, Revelation 12 and 12. Well, you know he got a short time. And I will set my jealousy against thee. They shall deal furiously with thee. They shall take away thy nose and thy ears, and thy remnant shall fall by the sword. They shall take thy sons and thy daughters, and thy residue shall be devoured by the fire. They shall also strip thee out of thy clothes, and take away thy fair jewels. Thus will I make thy lewdness to cease from thee, and thy whoredom brought from the land of Egypt, so that thou shalt not lift up thine eyes unto them, nor remember Egypt anymore. You ain't gonna want to get help from these devils never again, man. The Lord finna have this devil come down upon you harshly.
Hey,
man.
he don't even see. He not gonna help you. Hey, you had quoted the Revelation 12 and 12 when he said he knew it, but he have it a short time. Esau can't see himself coming back into existence. He can't see his what at least in the society. But Joe Sixpack, he think this shit. He got that American spirit on him. He think he gonna drink Budweiser and eat hot dogs for the next 75 years, man. But the elites of the society know it's not coming back, and they gonna come down with great wrath. They don't see this hellhole coming back.
Yep. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will deliver thee into the hand of them whom thou hatest, and to the hand of them from whom thy mind is alienated, and they shall deal with thee hatefully, and shall take away all thy labor, and shall leave thee naked and bare, and the nakedness of thy whoredoms
shall be discovered, both thy lewdness and thy whoredoms. I will do these things to thee because thou hast gone a whoring after heathen, and because thou art polluted with their idols. So look, that's why the judge been taking away the Lord's sin. He's gonna make them do that to you, man. All right, everything you trusted about this place, Esau Edom is taking it away from you, man. Hey, that's in Isaiah 19. He jumped down and said there should be no work at the tailhead Boiler Rush should be able to do, man. All right, no matter if you think you're a nigga that made it in corporate. All right, you a nigga you got your woman suit on. Then you think you something. You got a high ass shoulder pads and shit with the tie. Yeah, them thick ass them damn right. Them fucking control King Cooper ass, right? Janet Jackson, right? Shoulder pads, thick ass suit jacket, man. That King, that nigga with the little head off Mario King Cooper ass suit jacket. And he got the little head, cause you know what? Bitch still bald head with $1 million. You bald head bitch. Hey, like I said, it's the same. You can do bad all by yourself. The Lord got your ass, man. Hey, the scripture say that deceive and the deceiver are his. Hey, as a man thinketh, so are he. That's fine. You think you right, bitch. You right. So hey, whether you work in McDonald's or corporate, man, the Lord taking your ass out.
Right. It's Habakkuk 3. Brother. It's Habakkuk 3. It's it say, thus they walk through the sea with their horses through the heap of great waters. When I heard, my belly tremble, my lip quiver at his voice. Riding it into my bones, and I tremble in myself, that I might have rest in a day of trouble. And that's what's coming. Trouble, man. It tell you what, in Jeremiah, that it shall be a day it never been before. It tell you what, in Daniel the 12th chapter, it's going to be a time that never been about the nation, man. And that time we approaching soon, man. It say he will time out Jacob's trouble. It say when he come up into the people, he will evade them with his troops. Although the fig tree shall not blossom, neither shall the fruit be in the vine. The labor of the olive shall fall, and the field shall yield no meat. And that's what's coming, man. It's not going to be no food out here, no jobs, nothing out here for you people, man. It say the flock shall be cut off from the fold, and there shall be no herd in the stall. Yet I would rejoice in the Lord, and that's what we're going to do. With all these things is happening, the elect, the man of the Lord is going to rejoice in the Lord. I will joy in the with Yahweh of my salvation. The Lord Yahweh is my strength, and he will make my feet like hinds feet, and will make me to walk upon many high places. To the chief singer of the string and instruments, man. And that's what the Lord is going to do. Soon the elect is going to get them spiritual powers, because what Isaiah 59 say, what when the enemy come in like a flood, that the Lord shall intervene, man. And that's what we waiting on. Either it be with the angel or it be with those spiritual powers, man. And those things is coming to pass soon, man. And we can't wait. So lock it.
It's Isaiah 32, 9. You know, I know it. We know this talk about the women, but it also can go for you Israelites, because you are like a woman, man, to the Most High. Man.
Scriptures are manifold.
Yeah. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, you careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, you careless women. The benches shall fail, and the grinders shall not come. Exactly, man. It's not to come down on all you Israelites, man. You know, you women, but hey, all of you Israelites is gonna get this, man. You know. It's about to be like a chase rope, like you read earlier.
Hey, I got you right here, Matthias. This is Zephaniah 1:12. It says, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their leads, that say in their heart, Yahweh will not do good, neither will he do evil. So you men are at ease too, man. You're settled upon your leads, man. And like Apostle Rakas said, chilling in the shade, drinking lemonade.
Yeah.
You niggas in that spirit, man. Just the nigga fresh, chilling out, maxing all cool. Right. This shit going down, man.
Like the foolish virgins.
Yep.
And they ain't out there pushing the word. Now they gonna try to buy, you know, that he said try to buy for the sellers. Trip, this Isaiah 32:11. Tremble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strap you and make you bear and gird your self close upon your loins. Because hey man, you niggas out hey man, a lot of you niggas man ain't out there pushing and doing the work. You ain't gonna be able to get no oil. You ain't so that means the truth is over with. That means it's gonna be the famine of the word, man. I ain't about to get this truth no more. Fuck you niggas, man. You should have listened.
Go listen to RZA Islamic. The Keys, brother. Bill with the sisters and the brothers. And you listen to them one fish, two fish ass niggas, man. I'm blacker than black.
Blacker than black.
Fucking monkeys, man. I hate you niggas, man.
Hey, so hey, right. How about Shimon Shane bringing giving that oil on you niggas gonna be looking at home and see it? Let me borrow some oil. No.
What was y'all brothers saying again?
Yeah, man. That's what they
paid away.
Some mouth. Tongue cleave to the roof of your mouth, man.
That's right, yeah.
We ain't chasing you around the hood, hitting you upside the head with the scriptures. Fuck you niggas. Go ahead, brother.
This is Amos 8:11. It says, "Behold, the days come," said the power that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor thirst for water, but of hearing the word of Yahweh.
That's right.
And because there's going to be a famine, a literal famine, but there's also going to be a famine of the word. That's basically what the verse is going into, is how these people are going to be looking for us, but we're not going to be on the streets.
Because they're going to see the men, they going to know that we had the truth, because they knew it all along. They just didn't have the heart, the balls to mount up, to rise to the occasion, you know. And then they're going to see the men of the Lord covered. They're going to see them get delivered. Them making it out of situations. Them being fed. Because somebody get that too. My servant shall eat. You know, somebody get Psalms 91. See, they're going to see all this and they're going to want a piece of the juice. And they ain't going to get shit. Go ahead, Yashua.
This is Amos 5:13. Therefore the prudent shall keep silent in that time, for it is an evil time. All right, it's going to get a point in time where the prudent, the wise, the ones who foresee the evil, you know how the scriptures say a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth themselves. Hey, we ain't gonna
We doing it right now, shit. Like the simple pass on and punish. We ain't dealing out there in no goddamn riot, man. You would be the monkey ass nigga to know better. And out of all 5,000 niggas could be out there, you would be the only nigga that gets smoked. Get right here and call for it.
Real quick,
Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 3, and I'm gonna start at 22. And the hand of Yahweh was there upon me, and he said unto me, Arise, go forth into the plain, and I will there talk with thee. Then I arose and went forth into the plain, and behold, the glory of Yahweh stood there as the glory which I saw by the river of Kabar, and I fell on my face. Then the Spirit entered into me, and set me upon my feet, inspected me, and said unto me, Go shut thyself within thy house. But thou, O son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee, and shall bind thee with them, and thou shalt not go out among them. And I will make thy tongue clear to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shall not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. So we ain't gonna go out there, go out there and try to teach them now, so they can go out there and miss all this chaos, and they already tried to kill us when shit was good.
Right.
They really gonna be on that shit.
Right, he said the green tree, how much more if they act like this in the green tree? The tree turning brown now. Fuck these niggas, man.
Right, the leaves are starting to fall and shit.
You got the service shall eat.
Yeah. Hey, even Trump was talking about turning down the social media. Hey, that's family of the word also, man. You know, because it says in Psalm says, it's a delivery from the lion's mouth for you. You heard me from the horns of the unicorn. No, and Trump's ready to shut this shit down, man. This is Isaiah chapter 65, verse 12. It says, Therefore will I number you to the sword, ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear. They go back to that Proverbs, the first chapter, man. That's right. But did evil before my eyes and did not choose that wherein I delighted not.
God, hey, the Lord sent this prophet rising early, like the scriptures say, and you people didn't want the truth, man. All right, you wanted to still do your nigga shit. Look what he got you, man. You didn't want justice. He gave you justice. Now y'all crying for justice. Justice was out on the corners crying to you, man. All right? Now you know the Lord's going to deliver us. The Lord's going to, let us get our chance to get these devils back, man.
He that leads the captivity shall go into captivity. He that kills the
I
sword
got it
must.
right here. Revelation chapter 13, verse 9.
Perfect.
If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
That's right. Now we ain't saying, look, just go, because we ain't getting violent. We ain't saying justice out the window. Don't go. We telling you what true justice is, man. All right. The Lord execute righteous judgment. The Lord execute true justice, man. This devil don't. It ain't justice. Ain't you getting accepted by this devil? That's not justice. Justice
That's foolishness, man.
right. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth. That's justice. This devil gotta be put. Chains gotta be slapped on his wrist, his ankles. He gotta take a slave ship ride. All right, we got to sell this devil off. And he got it. He got nice hair.
No, I'm talking to him, dude. That is in general.
John, he reading it right now, brother.
I know he reading it, but I'm talking.
Oh,
It's going. It's all good.
Likewise, this is 5 and 13. Therefore, thus says the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, and ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, and ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
Because the Lord come to reward. So everybody gonna get what they deserve, man. When he come with this reward, everybody's gonna get what they deserve, man. We happy the Lord balling you niggas up because we know if we the hopeful elect and we doing the will of the Lord like the brother Benjamin was just speaking on, hey, we gonna get the reward, man. And that's gonna be the reward of the righteous and the wicked.
shit, hey, this is Psalm 58. It's what's part of that reward. It's Psalm 58, and I'm gonna start at 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, so that a man shall say, verily there is a reward for the righteous. Verily he is the power that judgeth in the earth. So the Lord's going to take these devils down, man. All right, you niggas are going to go down with him, man. All right, because you didn't come and serve the Lord when he called, man. So now you're going to suffer.
Hey, they want to live with him.
Right. And then you're gonna die the death of the uncircumcised, man. That's the way you live. And meanwhile, the Lord's gonna protect his elect. All right? Hey, he says he's gonna, hey, this is the time of Jacob's trouble, that he shall be saved out of it. All right, and Lord, we're gonna, we elect, we're gonna be the he that saved out of it. My servant shall eat.
Thousands shall fall if that way. You got the songs? You ain't got it. You ain't nobody
This
got
Psalm
it.
91
They left it alone. Go ahead.
and 1. It says, he that dwelt in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I would say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, and he will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the flower, I cannot say it, and
That's
from
fine.
the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feather, and under his wing thou shalt he trust. His trust shall be thy shield and thy buckler.
Right.
Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that lie by day, nor for the pestilence that walk in the darkness, nor for the destruction that wait at the noonday.
Saying you best believe it's all going to be out there, man. It's all going to be out there, man. Shit, everybody. Hey, look. You'll never be the baddest dude on the planet. You'll never be the dude with the most guns, man. Or the group with the most guns, man. It's all going to be out there no matter what, man. But only the men of the Lord will be in this mind and this spirit. Go ahead, finish that. Read the whole chapter. It's this short.
It say 1,000 shall fall at thy side and 10,000 at thy right side, but it shall not come nigh thee. It say only with thy eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because they have made the Lord, which is his refuge, even the Most High, their habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angel charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, let them dash their foot against the stone. They shall tread upon the lion and adder and the young lion, and the dragon shall thou trample upon under feet, because he has set his love upon me. Therefore I will deliver him, and I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him, and I will be with him in trouble, and I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation.
So that's the other side of all this destruction, man. While everybody getting everybody's gonna get their reward. The righteous gonna get theirs, the wicked gonna get theirs, man. But that's the other side of the chaos.
This is Daniel's 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for thy children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book of life. Right? So, hey, we're heading into Jacob's trouble. It's going to be a time like no other. But for you 2/3, you just going to be out here getting mowed down by Esau. But for the elect, we're going to have a spiritual intervention. We're going to have Michael, the angel, standing up. We're going to have the angels looking out for the elect.
Hey, that's because the scriptures say that they have trust in his name and trust in him. So, hey, when those things come upon, like Murph said, it don't matter if you mighty, it don't matter if you're you got riches. The scriptures tell you that. It is Jeremiah 9:23. It say, "This said the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glory in this, that he understand and knoweth me." And that's what's going to matter in that day. It won't matter if you know the Lord. If you have a person connection with the Lord, if you've been doing what he says, man, that's what's going to matter in that day. It say, "Knoweth me that I am the Lord, which exercise love and kindness, judgment and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, said the Lord," man. And that's what it's going to come down to, man, because he's the power that put you in that situation, and he's the power that's going to take you out that situation, man. And that's what we're going to glorify in them times of trouble. We're going to call upon the Lord, man.
In 2 Corinthians 2:25, nourish thy children, O thou good nurse, establish their feet. There, now I'm going to start up. In 2 Corinthians 2:23, wheresoever thou findest the dead, take them and bury them, and I will give thee the first place in my resurrection. Abide still, O my people. And that's giving our people their rest. When you're dead, you're at rest, man. It's burying. And how do you give the rest? Isaiah 28. This is the rest of which you may cause the weary to rest. All right? Abide still, O my people, and take thy rest, but thy quietness still come. Nourish thy children, O thou good nurse, establish their feet. How do you do that? With this word, man. Okay? As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish. I will require them from among thy number. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble in heaven is coming, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell. So the Lord said, hey, the day of trouble, everybody else going to be happy, man. All right, but and we've been sorry, but we're going to be married. We're going to have abundance. All right, that's the reward of doing this work, man. All right, we're storing up a spiritual bank account right now for those days, man. Like this brother read in Isaiah 33, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. That word treasure means something stored up for future use. That's right, you know. What was that? 2 Corinthians 6, 2 Corinthians 2:24. This is 1 Timothy 6 and 18. If they do good, if they be rich in good works, ready to distribute, willing to communicate, laying up in store for themselves a good foundation against the time to come, that they may lay hold on eternal life. So this work that we've been doing, there's a reward for it. It says we've been doing this, storing up a good foundation against the time to come. When that time to come is here. All right, so now this is all going to pay off, man. It says, you kept the word of my patience, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation. The Lord would never let us, and look, if the Lord bless us to be so elect, he keep his spirit on us, he will never let us fail, man. All right, and like it says in Sirach, the 2nd chapter. All right, who's ever followed that trust in the Lord? All right, and Psalm says, when was the righteous ever, the seed of the righteous ever begged for bread? Right. The Lord gonna make a way from us, man. All the whole economy cut off, the water shut down, electricity off, it don't matter. The Lord got us. One way or another, he got us.
God, this is St. Luke 6:21. Blessed are ye that are hungry now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for you shall laugh. Right. In those days, we're gonna be taken care of. While y'all hungry, we're gonna be taken care of. While y'all crying, we gonna be laughing. You know, because why? Because we told you so.
Shit, y'all laughed when we was crying. We
Yeah.
got that sign of counting the line, laughed us to scorn, man.
Yeah.
They wanted to kill us.
Them niggas look goofy.
They call us the Power Rangers. And the Power Rangers came out here.
Yeah.
I mean, we honored it.
Yeah.
And then,
I moved off of it.
how could you not be? We are gods. We are warriors.
20.
It's like in scriptures in Ezekiel 94 says, hey, put a mark on them that who exempt, put a mark on them. I mean, the word go, the mark going to exempt that sign cry. You know that we crying out now, we're keeping out now, man. With abomination in the midst of it. That's why we're gonna laugh in these days, man. And these people are gonna mourn and weep. He said
Right.
the mighty men shall wail, man.
I'm gonna keep reading. It says 22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. All right, which like the brother saying, we went outside and crying, and y'all talk shit about us. Y'all laughed at us. 23. Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven, for in like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. Hey, just like in Acts the 5th chapter, I believe it was Peter and James, if I'm not mistaken, they got beat for the name of Yahweh's sake, and they rejoiced that they were found worthy to suffer for his name's sake.
Right.
It says 24. But woe unto you that are rich, for you have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. Woe,
All you rich niggas. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like y'all you killing Mike and T.I. Look, man, you niggas go finish doing what the fuck y'all doing, man. Leave this up to the big boys. Go ahead, brother. All
that
you
was really
rich
that
niggas
was really the point.
trying to get a piece of the truth pie. Get
Yeah.
y'all bitch ass on.
I can add too, man, because that reward is going to start on here, man. Hey, Benji always want us to bring it out. It's Luke, the 18th chapter, and 27th verse. It say he say the things which are impossible with man are impossible with Yahweh. It say then Peter said, "Lo, we have left all and followed thee." And he said unto them, "Verily I say unto you, there is no man that hath left house or parents or brothers or wife or children for the kingdom of Yahweh's sake," right? And that's what we have done. We have not let anything, just like Revelation say, don't let no man take that crown. We have let nothing stand in our way to teach this truth for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi, man. And Lord willing, we endure to the end. And guess what? What we gonna get for those things, man? It's verse 30. Who shall not receive manifold more in this present time, in the world to come everlasting? So all those things we're gonna get even more on this side, but even more in the kingdom, man. Hey, those things, hey, Isaiah 4:1 come to pass. Hey, that Isaiah 32, a man shall be a covering from the storm and the tempest, man. Those things about to happen. Isaiah 13, Murph's favorite scripture, a man shall be more precious than fine gold. And these things is gonna happen, man. And that's the reward of doing these things now.
That's right.
And we gonna have the best, man. Food with women,
That
wine.
nigga say on smart shit, dude. Every time the bitches, these niggas going to them naked, they giving them the women an organ. That nigga say fresh organs gonna be delivered to you. Dude. You need to talk about the hoes.
Yeah.
I got one for you.
Big
With
freaky
Masada.
ass nigga, man.
Hey, this was Masada.
Yeah, that black nigga with a bald head. It had to be, man. That shit was crazy, man.
This was Masada in 18 and 7. So if that people will accept both the salvation of the righteous and destruction of the enemies. For wherewith thou didst punish our adversaries, by the same thou didst glorify us whom thou hast called. So the same things that's going to be used to take down the enemies, the Lord's going to use that to glorify us. It's like the Lord brought darkness in Egypt. He used that as to fuck the Egyptians up. He got glory on the Israelites. How? Because we had light. It was dark there with us, we had light. when the hell and the fire mixed together, which is a hell of a miracle, and it describes what Solomon said: the ice forgot its power to stop the fire, and the fire forgot its power to melt the ice. The Lord is just some raw ass stuff, man. He did that fucking Egyptian animals up, but it didn't mess with what we was at, man. All right, so that's gonna happen now. The Lord's is fucking these people up. All right, we're gonna be straight. In fact, in Isaiah 30, he said, and I'm gonna just get it, man. I don't want to butcher it. The Lord finna take his time to allow Esau and this different shit that's happening, fuck these 2/3 up. Meanwhile, we gonna be chilling. They say we're gonna be left as a beacon. Like, damn, look at them. They survived all this. These niggas still just good. This is Isaiah 30. And I'm gonna start at verse Salakia. Bear with me. Isaiah 30 and 50. Yeah, 15. But thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, and returning and rest shall you be saved. You ain't even gotta go out there and protest and overexert yourself. Matters.
Right. No, listen, hey, the scriptures say, be still and know that I'm Yahweh. You
Right.
can't play the Lord straight on the words he said, man. You can't play him short, Salaki, on the words he said.
Right. Right? In quietness and confidence shall be your strength. And ye will not. Niggas don't want that.
Right.
Nah, that ain't good enough.
Right.
I'm gonna do it myself.
I feel like a pump.
Right.
They got that spirit, I feel like a pump.
But ye said no. And we will flee upon horses. Therefore shall ye flee. You will do it yourself, go ahead. And we will ride upon the swift. Therefore shall they that pursue you be swift. So they gonna be even rawer. Hey, the more you got Esau even rawer on your ass, man. Okay? 1,000 shall flee at the Duke of 1. After Duke of 5 shall ye flee. Y'all finna get y'all ass scattered. You niggas ain't no shit, man. You should have came and worshiped the Lord, man. You came to the blacks. Did it much better.
Yeah, much better.
Hey, at the Duke of 5 shall you flee, till be left as a beacon upon the top of a mountain, and as an ensign on a hill. And therefore will Yahweh wait. So the Lord is going to allow Esau to fuck you up, like we've been reading Ezekiel 23, all right, the Ecclesiastes 12, the Revelation 12 and 12, all right, the different things, the plagues Esau is going to bring on you by causing this famine, shutting off the water. The Lord said he's going to wait. He may be gracious unto you, talking about us, the Lord will neglect. The Lord going to be gracious to us. He's going to allow Esau to fuck you 2/3 up, and we're going to receive that grace. And therefore will he be exalted, and he may have mercy upon you. For Yahweh is the power of judgment. Blessed are all they that wait for him.
That's right.
Now, Sirach 2 and 10. Look at the generations of old and see. Did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? And after we're in the fourth time, Romans 15 and 4, man. All right, the Lord gave us the blueprint. He gave us many examples of them being delivered, man.
That's right.
You know, without faith it's impossible to please. We have to believe, and then he's the rewarder to them that diligently seek him, man. Hey, the Lord's not a liar. His word, it hasn't came back void, man. To this day, and he says he's gonna do these things. He will do it. It's his pleasure to give us the kingdom, man.
That's right.
I got something. Going into pretty much the things we're in the fourth time we're in for our learning, right? This is going back to 70 AD, but it's gonna happen all over again. Deuteronomy 28 and 49. Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the persons of the old, nor show favor to the young.
It always
All right.
happened. It happened in 70 AD. It happened in slavery. But shit, it's happening again. Shit.
Hey, Esau's gonna come mowing y'all down. All right, he's gonna whack you, your granny, your little monsters. He ain't gonna. Hey, the devil's coming down having great wrath because you know he got a short time.
That's right.
Hey, shit. Look at his track record. Look at his history. Shit, that shows what he gon' that's his nature. He gonna come right back and do the same shit again.
I'm gonna read it quick. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 1. It says, but the souls of the righteous are in the hands of the Most High. There shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and the departure is taken from misery. And they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitation they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. And so, and during all these things, man, we're gonna be receiving those spiritual powers, man. It says they shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he hath cared for his elect. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imagination, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord. For whoso despises wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain. The labor is unfruitful, and their works unprofitable. That's what it is, man. Hey, Lord, Lord, we be the man endure all these things, man. That's right. No, all the way to the end. Hey, the scripture says that you strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you. That's right. You hear something, Shabbat?
It's Isaiah 13 and 8. And it should come to pass that all the land saith the Lord, you have 2 parts thereof should be cut off of God, but the third should be left for him. Because hey, man, you 2/3, man.
You said what scripture was that?
Zechariah 13.
Yeah, you said it was Isaiah.
Oh, Slocky, Zechariah 13.
It's all good. Play as fuck up. I'm listening.
Y'all gonna have to get destroyed, but the 1/3 gonna make it, man. And I will bring the third part to the fire, and will refine them as silver is tried. Is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They should call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will heal them. I will say, it is my people, and they should say, the Lord Yahweh is my most high God. Because hey, man, only the elect gonna call on the name, and that's gonna make a man more precious than fine as gold, and they're gonna be tried as gold, man. And they get refreshing like that silver, refined, man. Clean back up. The Lord is cleaning them up, and they're gonna wear that white, man. The elect gonna be in white, man. You know? Hey, man, it's gonna be the elect about to shine, man. And this place is going to tear down, man. It's going into flames, man. And you 2/3, man, y'all gonna get that fire, man. Gonna get something right along with these heathens, man.
Yep. Like Benji said earlier, they got them down to death and uncircumcised, man. The circumcised, spiritually, we going into the covenant of the Lord, man. The Lord told Abraham, we pass it down as a tradition, man. You don't participate in the traditions of the Lord. You niggas don't care about the Lord. You took this covenant up as a light thing. And you niggas think the white man wrote the Bible, man. That's one of the most blasphemous things you could ever think, man. You damn idiots. So they got to die to death for uncircumcised. Because they is uncircumcised. Go ahead, brothers.
He was just that smart to write all these prophecies.
Like this wicked ass nigga to condemn himself, man.
Yeah, I know, man.
This is the biggest dude committed bestiality. The scripture is against that. Homosexuality, the scripture is against that. Idolatry, the scripture is against that. Scripture against false, what's that? Ban false witness. Right, you the biggest false witness. Hey, the scripture say a thief came to kill, steal, and destroy. Esau has mastered that. Scripture say the Lord like just balances, man. The unjust balance is an abomination. Everything you ever did was an unjust balance, man. You slave, raped, robbed, and murdered
millions of Negroes and told them, okay, I'm gonna give you 40 acres in a mill. That's wicked as hell, man. And still ain't did that. All right. You took all of the Native Americans' land and gave them reservations. That's not righteous. That's not a just balance. Because Issachar worked the hardest and the hardest worker. You pay them the least. That's not a just balance. It's impossible that Esau wrote the Bible.
Right,
Man.
they're called aliens and shit.
Right, aliens, and
They was here first.
Right, and a stranger, right? A stranger's an alien, man. Right, a legal immigrant, and you on their land. Then you talk about niggas looting. Hey, it wouldn't be no such thing as a fucking museum if it wasn't no such thing as Esau looting. So you added up, bitch. Who wrote the Bible? There's no lies here, man. You got something? Matter of fact, get Job 9:24. Hey, get that a thief came not but to kill, steal, and destroy, man. You put a face on it, man. Straight up, man. Put a face on it, man.
I got one while the video.
Come.
It's Micah 2:1. Both of them that devise iniquity and evil upon their beards, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they cover fields and take them by violence. Who has the power to do this, man? Who sees the land, all right, or some resources, desire they want it, they go in and take it, man, by violence, and houses and take them away. They oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Not only do they take down your shit, take your resources, take your land, they take you and they make you follow their ways. You gotta get democracy in your country. You gotta learn the Western way. You gotta follow Western medicine. You gotta liberate your women. That's fucking bullshit.
Your woman.
Right, he came up with the law of discovery. Oh, I found this shit. It's mine now.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
I know. Hey, they gotta say it. Hey, real quick. They say, how come when they find some gold or some oil, it was theirs, but if they find some dope on you, it's yours?
Right.
He sorry shit, man. Go ahead, brother.
I got this first Maccabees 3 and
He's a capitalist.
48. And they laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathens have sought to paint the likeness of their images. And that's gonna go right into that 9, Job 9:24, man. Look at
Right, man.
because hey man, they painted put their face on everything. They didn't write it, they did it. Prophecy said they was gonna do that. That don't mean they wrote shit. Do you niggas read? Do you niggas study?
That's the thing. No, they open their book up and look at the pictures. They see a Caesar, they see Caesar bullshit. Oh, white man wrote this. That's it.
Yeah.
Nigga, right. Even the movies, man. You the Egyptians, you the Israelites, you the Vikings, you the Saxons, you just
They're the last
everybody. You the last samurai, man. You
God
motherfuckers
damn.
gonna pay,
Be
man.
everybody except for some.
Next, you're gonna be the Aztecs. You're gonna be hey, Esau, man, he got a Peter Gladiators, man. Fucking, man, Esau pathetic, man. Go ahead.
Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is it?
Who did all this whitewashing, man? Because you ain't the Lord, you ain't the Most High, you ain't the angels, you ain't the Israelites, you ain't the Vikings, you ain't the Saxons, you ain't the gladiators that fought in Rome.
You the red Hebrew Edomites.
Right, I mean, you was around, you was on the scene, but you were serfs, you were peasants. Now you had the Roman emperors, but outside of that, going into the Byzantine Empire, all right, going into the time of the Vikings and their raids, going into the time of the Saxons versus the Vikings, things of that nature. Right, the Danes, right, because later on the Vikings called that. You crackers are just crackers, man. That's all you were. You was on the scene, being slaves, being serfs, being peasants. You was in the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia, dragging your fucking knuckles, drinking piss out your grandmama's skull. So you know us of the Lord that he brought this man up to put him over us. Because this man has never been nothing, man. The scriptures say that his nations are reputed as nothing, man. Go ahead, brother.
This is St. John 10 and 10.
Man.
The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly.
Right, because they killed us, they stole from us, they destroyed everything we had, going from our laws, our moral law, first and foremost, our connection to the Heavenly Father, you know, and even the folly that we was doing. Because even though, you know, I was just naming all those people that existed, you know, that was Jake's. That was Jake and they folly, man. Esau even want that. Because all them niggas was going off. The Gladiators, the Vikings, the Saxons, all of them niggas. And more niggas, you know. But Esau want that too, man.
Got a precept. This is Obadiah's verse. Obadiah verse 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they have not stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they have not left some grapes? Hey, just like the brother Benji read that, hey, he even oppressed a man in his house, covered fields. Man, even the man in his heritage, he's us. You know, the brother Matthias read it in the Maccabees. He painted the likeness of his image. You know, hey, he's stealing everything. He stole our history book. All right,
and that's all witchcraft, man.
Yeah,
that's all witchcraft. And that's why a nigga, especially a black nigga too, and niggas are all 12 tribes, but especially a black nigga. Because that black is that inferiority complex that Esau slapped on you, just like he slapped that superiority, that white supremacy on him. That's why a nigga can never see himself going nowhere or doing anything. Because anytime you think about somebody mighty or great, first and foremost, that classic bust of Serapis, Caesar Borgia, you know, that classic bust of Esau rotating around in their grandma's bathroom collecting dust on the cross. That's the first thing that pop up in their head, man. Then when you speak of all these things, you cut on Esau movie, he this guy, he that guy, he this guy, he that guy. Man, the Most High gonna get rid of you, cut. You are the plague of the earth, man. You are the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. That's why the Job is specific. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. But if not, where and who was he? Who else did this, man?
right.
Hey, I got one for you.
Go ahead.
It's Daniel 7. I'm gonna start at 24. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise. And another shall arise after them. He shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue the 3 kings. And 3 kings is talking about France, Spain, and Great Britain. And all of those had what? You know, a monarchy. But then this America came out and they brought what? That democracy that's like Rome, diverse from the others, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, when you watch, I was gonna say, when you watch Spartans, you know they had the part 2 of the Spartans. You know, they was I think it was the people in Sparta, the Themistocles, whatever his name was. He came back with it, but they said this is that democracy. This is the idea of the Athenians. I think he said it was, but more Greece, man. And you can read about it in the book of Maccabees. They had the democracy because you said the beast was diverse from the others. When you go back to the Roman Empire, they had what? That Senate house. You know, just like the brother brought out, it was diverse from them other 3 monarchies. Because the monarchy is shit. Your daddy the king, he died, you the king. So forth and so on. You know niggas finna sit together and make, because see, with that Senate house and that them being diverse from all the other nations, that opened up the gate to unrighteous decrees.
Well, democracy is bullshit. How do you, the people that need to be led, know who it is that need to lead you? If that's the case, you can lead yourself. Right?
Right.
And that's right. You can lead yourself. You don't need, if you are needing to be led, how you gonna tell somebody how you need to be led? That's madness, man. That's like a nigga want to tell you what to do to be out here. Now you gotta roll over me like this.
Hey, that's actually what happens in this society.
That's the point.
I heard that shit.
Fuck out of here.
God.
And he shall speak great words.
Hey, you think, and especially it be the macho niggas too, man. They go home and let the nigga woman tell them what to do, and they say they the king. How you the king? You taking orders.
Bitch, you done chose 10 different niggas and picked the right ones. You don't know what the fuck you need.
Exactly.
What you need to do is shut the fuck up.
I tell the bitch all the time, don't call me the king, because they with that, they butter you up with that. Say, don't call me the king if I ain't got concubines.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall rob the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they shall be given into his hand until a time, and times and dividing of time. If not, who else did this? Who else went and promoted to the world evolution? All right. Who else spoke great words against the Most High?
Big Bang Theory,
Right. All right.
eugenics.
Yep. Psalms 83 took away Israel. All right. Pushed the day calendar they wear life into the world. Who else has done that? All right. Esau Edom, man. And they did it in Rome. They do it now. We had the
Roman Gregorian calendar.
exactly.
Before that, the Julian calendar.
Exactly. And then we had when Bush in office, he added time to daylight savings. Now you know it's the same shit. All right, this Rome all over again, man.
Right.
All right, but what's next? But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy until the end. And that's what time we in, man. All right, he's gonna get his dominion taken away, and Esau knows it, man.
It's that many crowns. We brought it out earlier, man. You all gotta pop up, man, with the many crowns, man. All these dominions and thrones are gonna be taken away, man. And going back to that Daniel, it hook up with that Obadiah, because when you read Obadiah, the first chapter and last verse, it lets you know that the saints of the Most High, it said the Savior shall stand upon Mount Zion. He's gonna destroy the kingdom of Esau, and the kingdom gonna be the Lord's. So that lets you know, going back into that Daniel, this is gonna be the last ruling place. And also another spot in Daniel, he said that rock that was cut out without hands, it broke the 10 toes, man. It ain't no getting. It ain't no way Esau wrote the Bible, man.
Right, and the next verse. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. So everybody's going to serve and obey Yahweh Shem Yahushai. How? When we're ruling, man. We're ruling under the authority of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Everybody's going to bow down to us and therefore worship Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
And that's how you know who the true Israelites is, man. Because if the people over there in Jerusalem right now was the true Israelites, then all this would be happening right now.
Yeah, everybody be worshiping you, man.
It won't be no
We'll be
riots.
kissing your feet right now. We wouldn't even be able to talk shit against you, man. It says, shall not a dog move his tongue against a man or beast. All right? So if you were the Israelites, we wouldn't be able to say shit against you, fucking damn red dogs.
Right? Ain't no freedom of
We
speech
would
in
be
the
able to
kingdom
call
of
you. We
Israel.
would be able to call you Israelis. I do Nikolai. We
That's
would
right.
be able to call you fucking.
Right.
All
fucking
these
red
names.
dogs,
The
man.
scriptures say that Israel shall dwell in safety alone. Y'all ain't dwelling in no safety alone.
Right.
Y'all got mosque,
Right.
y'all got mosque over there. The Lord ain't gonna be letting mosque in his land when his people is there. That's madness, man.
Right, that's a whole a temple of idols, man. That's foolishness, man.
Shit, it say when the righteous is in the authority, the people rejoice. Ain't nobody rejoicing.
They riding.
They
Man.
ride. On top of that, the Lord is playing Israel, man. Hey, with locusts, all that shit, man. So how the fuck they the chosen people, man?
Hey, Isaiah the 2nd chapter says they should learn that they will beat their swords into pruning hooks. Those three verses of Joel the 2nd chapter. They said they will learn war no more.
Right.
God's war still happening.
Said in Micah too.
Yeah.
That's the 4th chapter.
Right. The law ain't going forth out of Zion. Y'all ain't.
Why y'all slaves there?
Right.
It's all type of
Where is
idolatry.
that? Right.
That's sacrilege. That's what you call it. You got a mosque over here. Then you got that wailing wall, the crybaby wall. You know, you got your head covered. All this is blasphemous,
shit.
man. It's what that nigga say on Spartans. It's
You
madness.
got the long ass
It's
sidearms.
blasphemy. He was blue. He was blue.
Yeah, it was.
He was in the right though, man, because he wasn't supposed to kill the messenger. Then he had the bitch talking. He was blue.
Yeah.
He was in the right. Leonidas was that queen of heaven spirit, man. He was going off.
Yeah.
You assaulted my queen. What is going on, dude? Like this shit. This is not. Hey, they hate the messenger that speak the truth, man. He was telling the truth, shit. They put that nigga
Right, that's why
down.
they got that saying, "Don't shoot the messenger."
Right, because
They
you
get
in the
mad at
ancient
the
world.
message. They get mad at the truth.
Yeah, in the ancient world though, that was of a truth though, man. When the messenger sit to the land, hey, they ain't have a fucking texts and shit like that and phone call, man. A messenger was a big deal, man. You know, it was a big deal to be a
Yeah, you
messenger.
fuck with the messenger, you piss off the king.
God, that's an insult. It's a direct insult to the king. This is my word, man. And that's the same thing with us and Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. This is pissing off the king of all kings, man. You go with a nigga from Spartans, the Lord of Hosts is his name. You know he was talking about this old bald head gold nigga that was standing on the. But that's the Lord is his name, man. We introducing the Lord of Hosts, man, the real Lord of Armies, the Lord of Sabaoth, man. All right. And this is foolishness for y'all to disrespect the messages of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Like the brother said, salt to the great king, man.
This is Isaiah 14 and verse 5. It says, Yahweh has broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. It says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and not hindered. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Verse 8 says, yeah, the fir trees that rejoice at thee, and the cedar of Lebanon, saying, thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us. Because when Esau's taken out of power, and the Israelites are in power through the ruler, the whole earth is going to be at peace with the trees. I believe the cedars of Lebanon, those like the fir tree is like the pine tree, the tree that you cut down for Christmas. That's going to the trees are going to be
all them trees. Yeah, they cut down trees for BS, man.
Huh. Right.
BS, man.
Taking away the oxygen for the trees, the earth to breathe.
Exactly, because everything serves their purpose in the circle of life, so to speak. Everything serves a purpose. They had I was watching this thing on Instagram, the 2020 Earth Day, and from when they started Earth Day in the 1970s, basically to make to speak against how Esau, this dude go burn down 50% of the rainforest, man, with nothing, nothing, just his pseudoscience, his Edomite BS, just nothing behind it, nothing logical behind it, nothing reasonable behind it. This man just comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Who burns up 50% of the rainforest, man? This is sick.
This man got space pollution.
We was in Atlanta, they were chopping down trees and burning them. Remember we drove past that shit? They were chopping down trees and burning them. Outside, there's a bunch of trees getting ready to forest and shit.
I think the CEO I believe it was the CEO of Amazon, Jeff
Bezos.
His dad build a house on Forest Preserve. They allowed him to build a house on Forest Preserve.
Now they give him and shit.
Right, now they give him shit because he's trying to expand it.
Well, shit.
Shit, he better live it up, man. Lamentations 4:21, man. He better Jeff Bezos on this motherfucker. Because there ain't gonna be no Jeff Bezos in the kingdom. You gonna slap that bald head, boy. You gonna slap them chains on your ass, head to toe, and string your monkey ass up like a wedgie, just like this, man. Look, you remember when Mr. Big called R. Kelly? He fucked him up when he was fucking his woman on that video down low. He grabbed that nigga. I wish we could pull it up. He grabbed that nigga. He said, look, I did this to you. That's what you gonna do to Jeff Bezos in the kingdom, man. You know how all them monkeys shrink up just like that.
Bill Gates.
Look at me. Yeah, Bill killed Gates.
Right.
Gates and him, right. Him and what's the other nigga that owned the Mavericks? Mark of the Beast Cuban.
Yeah.
That nigga gonna take a picture on Instagram with the fucking band-aid on his right hand like this, talking about Mark. Well, this nigga a double, man. They know what's up, man. We gonna string all their ass up like Mr. Big. Had R. Kelly bald head ass in the desert. Hit his ass. Broke his leg with the sledgehammer. Nigga say, look, I did this to you.
I got a piece up on you.
Yeah, he fucked R. Kelly ass up, man. Hey, but that show you, even niggas in the world know adultery is wrong, man. The whole video, man. This nigga, your boss, he put you on, he made you one of his goons. All you gotta do is protect his woman. You committing adultery with the bitch.
That shit going on.
It's going to even
that's
in the
that's a
world,
great honor. Somebody
Yeah.
trusts you to look over their woman. Like
Con.
when you read in 1 Samuel. He sent his servants with his woman to go to the priest.
Oh, yeah.
You don't let your woman go by herself. He sent the damn servants.
I think he did it in Kings to see Elijah when It was Elisha or Elijah when his woman went and she said, well, he said, is it the Sabbath or something? We went to see the man of the Lord, but the servants went with him.
First Samuel. That's First Samuel.
Con. Okay. Yeah, man. So this is just an honorable thing.
Samuel's mother and his father. Yeah.
It's an honorable thing, man. I was watching one of them shows,
Yeah.
not the Last Kingdom, the Vikings, man. Everywhere they went, they had the woman, the dudes, the woman, the earl's woman, like a mini king. You know, they had the dudes with them, man, with the shields and shit, with the horse. You niggas. Today is not honorable, man. It's not the ancient world. That's just wicked, man.
Hey, that's why the scripture say, hey, so is the ruler, so is the people, man.
Hey, yeah,
They
hey.
follow this fucking devil.
Even and that's one of the ancient world sayings. It's one of the Viking sayings. He said, love from another man's woman is not love.
It's not.
Right.
It's wickedness, man. That's wickedness.
Yeah.
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 And promoted on these rappers promoted on the video.
No doubt.
All fuck your bitch and all that. King Von made a whole song about it. Don't supposed to be for the women and shit. You know, saying I fuck your bitch. The dude come in mad, and he got the burner on him. Like he in the wrong for about to beat your ass for fucking his woman.
But hoes love that, man. Like this simple ass nigga Chris Brown. See your man ain't me.
But hey, you can argue. Is your man on the floor?
Yeah,
There you go.
That's niggas, man. That's the spirit of nigga, man. Hey, I was telling this brother that I always talk about it, man. You will never realize how many songs about adultery till you in the truth, man.
Yeah.
It's just so soothing, man. You know, me and Mrs. Jones.
Yeah, that was my shit.
I never done that.
Damn.
Oh, whatchamacallit? It's one of my favorite groups, man. Hurry up this way again. I love you. That shit about adultery. But that show you, man. Hey, like the Apostle Elder Tahar say, when you in this truth, man, you filter everything through the scriptures, man. It could be a movie, a cartoon, some songs. See, in the world, we was under that vibration. Even if you didn't so-called deal with adultery in the world, you know what I'm saying? You just under the vibration. You just listening to it like this shit is cool. It sound cool.
Yeah.
Be some dusties. It could be some new shit, some like some
man
nigga
got
shit.
to do with me. I got it, man.
Yeah, yep.
What
Some
your
hip
man
hop
got to
shit.
do with me. That shit.
I ain't trying to hear that. Yeah.
Right.
What's your man? Yeah. That's the spirit of niggas, man. And they all gonna pay for it.
And you're right. And you know what? That's funny. It's even the quote, and I'm gonna hit it this time. This wasn't Solomon 14, because that's part of what reigned without exception.
Yep.
So what got to come next? Now violence got to come, man. Too much wickedness out here, man. This is Wisdom Solomon 14. It says, because of great pride, the city shall be troubled. All right? Pride is when one turns away from his maker. It's adultery, it's wickedness, disorder, marriages. That's all pride, man. And violence got to be recompensed for that, man.
That's right.
All right? You motherfuckers. Hey, Salah.
It's the truth.
Salah. This is Wisdom Solomon 14. Let me relax, man. Oh, boy. That's
Like Majin Buu, bro.
That's how I feel. Don't turn my mother to chocolate.
Man, eternity. Oh, shit.
This is Wisdom Solomon 14, and I'm gonna start at 23. I'm gonna start at 22. Moreover, this was not enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of the Most High. And like it says in Sirach, be abashed by error, man. All right.
Right. Feel bad about your shit.
Right.
Damn.
Right. Then no wise speak against the truth. Look, you didn't know. That don't mean to speak against the truth or going to more wickedness. You humble down and you working on doing better. The Lord is very understanding. He's more understanding than any man. All right. A man may be hard on you, but the Lord is merciful, man.
That's right.
All right. But whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance, those so great plagues called they peace. They love this shit. This is a judgment of America is supposed to be a punishment to us, man. And you motherfuckers love the fashion of this world, man. For whilst they slew their children and sacrifices, or used secret ceremonies, or made reverence of strange rites, and you do this, man, and you get your children over and you force Christmas on them and Easter on them. All right, you teaching them. It's like you're giving them over to Molech, man. You put them through the fire. They're gonna grow up and learn to do those same things. They're not learning how to buy shiny, how to shine. They're like, you can even say, well, I just got this with gifts, you know, because their friends got gifts. You actually teaching them that this damn white man pedophile is sneaking down your chimney. All right, this
Right.
is Jesus' birthday. You give them all the paganism, man.
Some more adultery. The Jackson 5, I seen mommy kissing Santa Claus.
I thought that was adultery, but they didn't
It
know
was
that
supposed to be
his
their
mom
dad.
kissed their
It wasn't
dad.
Joe Jackson. Them niggas
I started to notice too, and I realized,
It was the daddy.
they didn't realize it was the daddy. But they thought it was adultery. They wasn't gonna snitch.
Right.
That's the
Them
fucked up
bitch ass
part.
niggas.
They was gonna protect their mama, man. That's a Queen of Heaven spirit on that song still. It's still adultery because the Queen of Heaven spirit on it, man.
Oh
Kiss
shit, man.
Kiss it.
I wish I would have seen my mom. I would have tripped right on her ass, man.
Hell yeah, I would
Look
have.
at that mask.
I would have
I
told.
in that, man.
Then let Daddy tell me how that was me, boy.
Yeah, I said, hey, look, man. Hey, look, I'm gonna see a lot of things we see when we was younger. We don't understand. We understand them, but we can't explain them, man. Hey, cause my mama did some stupid ass shit, man. And I seen my daddy jack her ass up. He jacked her ass up, 90s style too. It wasn't no smooth shit. You know what? Niggas wasn't giving a fuck about domestic violence in 94 or 95, man. He jacked the ass up, man. And I was a little kid. I said he was right. I knew he was right. I didn't care about it, man. Fuck that Queen of Heaven spirit, man. He checked that bitch. She knew not just be calling mama a bitch. Then he checked her ass, man, and I knew he was right. Shit.
Or used secret ceremonies and made reverence of strange rites. They kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled. But either one slew another treacherously or grieved him by adultery. That's what's running around. What they rap about the whole here, man. All right, murder and adultery. So what's next? So that there reigned in all men without exception blood, manslaughter, theft, and dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good terms, defiling of souls, changing of kind, which goes from this role switching from being a tranny to trans age. All right, disorder in marriages, adultery, and shameless uncleanness. For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. All right, so look, this is the end of that evil, man. Adultery brought us to this point. It's like, yeah, adultery, which is idolatry, brought us to this point as a nation. All right, and it's going to be taken out the earth, man. You people are about to put to death for all this wickedness, man. That's right.
Kind of got St. Matthew's 24 and 13. No, Slovakia. 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Hey, all this wickedness going on. How? What's his name? I don't even want to bring his. I'm gonna bring his name over anyway. Lil Boozy. He was like, "There's too much shit smoking the blunt."
Right.
God's messing this
He
up.
lighting the blunt till it's gonna bring him home, man. And when you see it's just sin out here, man.
Hey, the Lord got a mouth himself, man.
Put the blunt right in his mouth. But then the following week,
Yeah.
or a few days
cursed
after
the Most High.
that, he cursed the Lord again, man, because his cousin got killed. Your cousin out there doing all type of wickedness, nigga. And that's just life. You live, you die. You cursed the Lord till he died. You knew that was life since you was born, you motherfucker.
Right.
All right, that's the result of sin. Sin entered into the world. Death entered into the world.
And I brought it out last week, like I had the Kings, I think that was Jeroboam's son. He had died as a mercy death. So the Lord didn't want him to see that the pain that the Lord brought on the family, man. So your cousin better off than you, nigga. The Most High gonna roll your ass up like a piece of roll, nigga. And you like that poke, don't you, boy? Poke. What they tell them on Roots? Poke, nigga. Poke. That's you niggas like, man. Poke. And he slapped. And when he told him that on the Roots, he slapped it out of his hand. He slapped that shit out of his hand, man. And the nigga talk, you crazy. Nigga said, wasting that good food the master gave us some of these scraps. That's the spirit of you niggas, man. Even to this day. Y'all brothers got anything else? We gonna wrap it up. Anybody got some closing precepts? Jake scared?
Y'all hold on, precepts.
I'm scared, man.
Scared.
Esau, man. I be talking.
Proverbs 4.
Man. Shit, let it ride, man.
And 16 says, "For they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. For the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day.
And that's,
That's what he saw to us, man. They promote all this wickedness and try to. That's why Scripture says though they stagger, but not by strong drink. They'll be drunk, but not by wine. But
They say all nations are drunk off the wine and the wrath of fornication, man.
and that's perfect because guess what? This man had to be taken out the way, man. And I got a precept. I guess I got nothing to close with this.
I got you.
Oh,
Go ahead,
fine.
This is Second
Yeah,
Thessalonians
come on, man.
2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means. For that day should not come except there come a falling away first.
And you niggas fell off like bad dope.
That's right.
Israel's at an all-time low.
Low.
How low could you go? All the way to the flow. That's Jake, man. Go ahead.
Let that happen. And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Hey, Esau being revealed, man. Now you know who the devil is. You niggas can't do nothing about it.
Right, if you don't know, now you know.
There you go.
You gotta know now, man. It ain't nothing this man ain't did to prove he ain't the devil, man. God damn, man.
Everything on the list checked off.
Checked. Only thing that ain't checked is you niggas ain't put a face on the check, man.
Verse 4. Who opposing and exalting himself above all that is called the Most High Power of God, or that is worshipped so that he is as the Most High Power of God, sit up in the temple of the Most High Power of God, showing himself that he is the Most High Power of God.
Right. Yeah. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
And that's what these devils did, man. Like on the end of that new Mortal Kombat, what they added into the game when you beat him with Shane Song, he basically made himself a guy, big as fuck, like he
the master witch. He the master of witch. He take everybody's power. He do all type of witchcraft. What he say on the movie? Your soul is mine. That's Esau, man. He got that spirit, man. He got that spirit, man. And you Edomites that did all type of crime. And that's why when you hear about niggas, what you hear about? Black on black crime. Because niggas only kill each other, man. They only steal from each other. You know why a mass school shooting ain't considered a white on white crime? Because so-called white people do crime to every fucking body. They do it to themselves. They do it to niggas. They do it. They go over to fucking China and take animals. That's why you don't hear about white on white crime. Because it's white on everything and everybody crime, man. It's what we used to call open field.
White on everything.
Right. Shit. Niggas only kill each other. That's why you only hear about black on black crime. Because you put them in a position to do that, but now you got to pay for that. Go ahead, man.
It's Revelations 11 and 18. It say, and the nations were angry, and their wrath is come. In the time of the dead that they shall be judged, and they shall show a great reward unto the servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear the name, small and great, and destroy them which destroyed the earth. And that's what's coming, man. Hey, for all this time that gave praise, this shame that we've been put down, and we finna get that praise. And the Lord's finna come and conquer and take this man out the earth, man. And you be gonna come our slaves, just like Murph said. We gonna look you right in your eye and tell you, we done this. We getting our shit back, man.
Because they never thought this would happen again, man. Ain't that Wisdom of Solomon? I ain't even gonna quote it because I'm a butcher. All that he looked for, all that he didn't expect, something like that.
Oh yeah, what's up with 5?
Get it, brother, please.
Bob, go to it now.
Robert the shot. Because we got you, man.
Checkmate. The game was over before it started. This was Solomon 5-1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. We built this whole country. Man, I saw a meme with some shit, with social media shit. Sometimes it make sense. I'll be going hard against the social shit. But this one was legit. Yeah, you're right. This one is legit though. It said
hey, these niggas got basically, I don't remember, but I'm gonna say it my way. These niggas got a right to burn down the country. They do it for free.
Damn.
You know?
Yeah.
Right. And they ain't taking no account of his language, right?
Yeah.
When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. They shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for.
That's right. That's why we gotta rub it in their face, man. We gotta say we did it, man. Because they look for us to be niggas forever. What did niggas say in the NWA? Niggas for life. Niggas with attitude.
Right.
They come out with this. Niggas for life.
That's all.
That's what Esau wanted, man. Niggas for life. Yeah, right. We Israelites, man. I am alone forever.
Right.
Close it out, man. You close out, man. You just standing there, man, and shit.
Hey, and with that, Lord,
Sitting there and shit. What you was thinking about?
No, glory, all praise, all the glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash.
double honor to the apostles, elders, great millstones, citation of brothers, pushing the word and truth and sincerity and charity and risking their lives and friends to do so. With that, we want to say shalom and a bob ball.
Above, above.